Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I hope
what's
I didn't just
up?
break everyone's ears. Oh, I guess I should start with just chatting. Oops.
Oh,
I
no.
went. I didn't set up the scene.
Oh, what does it look like?
Oh, we're so tall.
Back away from the camera.
All right. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about how long it's been. Since we left.
We've been doing Yuri Friday every week.
Every week,
right?
nonstop. We've
them.
never missed a single Yuri Friday. Well, now it's part 11. Can you believe it's part 11?
I mean, when part 10 was only a couple weeks ago, and part 9 was the year before that.
It was, wasn't it? Oh my gosh! So all that stuff happened in that previous, like, week 10 or like episode 10.
Episode 10
was like when her,
so.
what's her face exploded, right? And like we were like, oh, happy whatchamacallit, like festival time, and then the dog just, not the dog, the kid just like comes just, like, in and dressed as a girl and blows up the room.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then Naomi. Her name was Naomi.
Yeah.
And
Miharu
goes and has like
it's like hacking this secret plot.
Yeah.
To like I don't know. She's like teams up with some
teams
of the
up with
guys.
The Italian guy and the Yancha Gogo looking lady. The Yancha looking lady.
God.
And then someone else. Who else was there?
There's a
she comes
guy.
and visits the Yanja Gogo lady comes and visits Rinka, and they're having coffee.
And then she wants to do like their own little mini alliance.
Yeah. Right. That's.
Oh, that's right. And then they're going on some kind of mission to. I forgot. I can't remember the details.
Yeah.
I just remember if you
what's
make
his
the wrong
face?
choice, then Rinka like regrets it later.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's
eliminated.
gonna be okay. So I have a feeling that there are multiple endings, obviously. And I have a feling that I'm worried that we're on a track for a bad ending.
What? No.
I wanted to check if because we have these electric fans pointed at us. Can you all hear the electric fans?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're very warm. Oh my gosh, Jacob, thank you so much for the resub. Wow, that's a long message. Let me read it. Wow, my Yuri, my favorite. I missed the most of what happened last time except the aftermath of the second bomb and was like, yeah, this is too much for my heart. This game has a lot of terror attacks. Huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. We don't, I really hope that this doesn't have like really bad endings.
Yeah.
You know, like I have no idea what to expect. We just kind of
there's that whole thing where he did like the live stream and
the elevator thing, and then they
went up to the top, and then there's this whole
fight. Evacuated it.
Yeah, they evacuated
it.
There's a whole fight, and he was trying to protect something. I forgot what it was.
A bag?
Yeah, something in his
or
bag.
something.
Forgot all the details.
I can't remember it either.
Yeah, that was a lot.
It's a lot. It's yeah. We witnessed a lot in that last last episode.
I need
so.
like a recap.
Good thing this game has that, you know.
It does. Last time on Fatal 12.
I'm half convinced this game. Oh yeah, they gave her a gun. Half convinced this game isn't real. Feels convoluted just to say it's convoluted. It kind of does.
I mean, I guess so.
I can follow along, and they definitely want to like. What were you gonna say?
I mean, it's not random. I feel like it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like where it's going. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're like leading up to some kind of final showdown, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, like there's twists and there's people who are betraying each other, and Rinka has a purpose now. Mm-hmm. Did they arm Rinka? Yeah, they did. They armed her with like a gun.
She didn't shoot it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, here's the summary. Rick
right.
7-2.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Rika continues to mourn. Mal visits. Oh yeah, Mal. Oh my gosh. Odette appears. Okay. They want information on you.
The boy. Yeah.
She finds Alan. Oh yeah, Alan Scorpion was working with Odette, and they're the ones who hand her the the gun. Alan has already got a hold of a handgun and taking measures to stop the attack, but as Rinka asserts that she's only taking action to avenge Naomi. Attack is staged to happen tomorrow. Rinka stays the night at the warehouse, unable to sleep. Wait, didn't we already do this part? Didn't we already?
Yeah, we did the whole attack.
Oh, maybe I loaded the wrong save then. Load. Moment's respite.
That seems right.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it just doesn't get put in the summary until you finish the
Oh, okay. Give my girl a gun. Oh my god, his name is Alan Scorpion. Alan Scorpion. He's supposed to be Indian and I gave him a Russian accent.
Yeah, I remember they had to make sure that the bombing doesn't go off, because otherwise, like, those would be, like, those effects would be reversed if they eliminate you.
Oh, yeah.
But
right.
Yeah, but if the people died like from an accident or something else, then that wouldn't be reversed, right?
Right. Yes, you're right. So it's because he killed Naomi that she's trying to get revenge.
Right.
Okay. Public bathhouse, about 20 minutes away on foot, so the three of us make the trek to go get washed up. Sure, I build up a bit of sweat on the way back, but considering the state I was in before the bath, it's worth it. Once we return, we get straight to sleep. We're going to be getting up just as early as we did today. What's more, tomorrow's likely to take even more of a toll on us, considering we don't know what Yu's planning. Odette falls asleep for it this time, probably because she was drinking. But knowing her, she'd probably be spring right up if you even thought about approaching her. I wouldn't be surprised, not after witnessing her fight with you this afternoon.
Oh, now we have the Alan
Scorpion moment. Are you still awake? Yeah. You should get as much sleep as you can. And that's all he says before he covers his face again. I want to thank him for accepting the role he took on today, but I hold my tongue. We're just using one another for our own benefit. He didn't do it for my sake. This is the same guy who took babies as hostages. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is the same guy. He threatened babies.
He's a baby threatener.
He's a baby threatener. Just as I try to fall asleep, he poses a question to me in a hushed tone. Do you think it's a sin to kill others? A question that doesn't even need an answer at that. Even so, I reply with a nod. Then do you also think it's a sin to eliminate others in divine selection?
Oh.
Final Fantasy 14 looks different. Didn't I change the... I thought I changed it.
Change it on for the YouTube side?
No, I changed it for the Twitch side.
Oh, and I don't know.
12. I swear, Fatal 12. Alright. I do be lurking now.
Okay, should be changed.
Okay. Hopefully, I mean, I swear to God I did it before, but oh well. Then do you think it's also okay? I'd say that yeah, it is. Do be looking now. Get a little bit soon. Thanks, J-Curve.
Thank you.
Both Naomi and myself treated it that way whenever we talked about divine selection.
I wonder if she hasn't eliminated anyone yet.
But now Naomi's gone. I don't have any choice but to commit that sin if I want to get her back. I don't see it that way. Eliminating someone the way that we do simply puts them back in their initial path. Surviving this to the end and stepping off the path may, in fact, be the one true sin.
Oh.
Although I suppose that would make the act of eliminating others the sin in retrospect. His own statements are contradictory. What are you trying to say? I found myself thinking about it lately is all. Huh? His response doesn't even come close to answering my question. He doesn't say another word, though. I realize something important just as I'm about to fall asleep, though.
Oh man, I hate that.
Oh my god, I forgot to do the dishes. Oh my gosh. I still have laundry in the washing machine.
Just figure out the answer that I've had to life all along.
Oh my gosh, there are 50 Shades of Grey.
I've discovered all 50 shades.
Oh my gosh, they all have unique names.
I have to write this down for
I'll remember tomorrow. The Alan I've come to know isn't the type of person to say a thing like that. In that case, why would he let me see this other side of him? I just can't figure it out.
I don't know.
Killing any babies lately? We go back to Tokyo Tower the next morning. Unsurprisingly, the observatory is closed off. Only the aquarium and a small number of shops are still open.
But who comes to Tokyo Tower for the aquarium, right?
I did. Lakers Recoil did.
That's true, it's true.
Hard to blame them considering what happened. I think I'm a little too loud. It's fine.
Okay.
They might have failed, but anything involving hostages, gunshots, and what? What? Oh, anything involving hostages, gunshots, and a hostage.
Hostages, gunshots, hostages.
Hostage who goes missing is a big deal. I say that as someone who actually knows what went down too. But really, the biggest surprise to me is that they didn't shut the entire place down. I guess it might be their way of saying they won't give in to terrorism.
Oh.
This is you.
I forgot. He ain't gonna get much out of whatever he tries to pull in this state.
It won't stop him, though. He wouldn't mention settling things with fate if he didn't have something else planned. Try and think. Is there anywhere else he is likely to turn up? He poses his question in a composed manner. He's always got his hand, like, cupping something.
Maybe he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just has a...
You ever do that thing as a kid where you, like, go into the doorway and you press your hands against the side of the door?
No.
So you go into the doorway and you press your hands, the backs of your hands against the side of the door frame, and you press it really hard. You press it really hard for like 10 seconds or whatever. And then when you move away from the door frame, your hands go like wee. Anyway, that's what his hand looks like he's doing.
He was doing door frame training this morning.
Door frame training? It's not even training. It's just like a wee.
It's like strength training. And then now his hands just can't stop it. But he only did it with his right hand.
Yeah. So stupid. There's a certain strength behind it too. Nothing like the weak side he let slip yesterday. I honestly don't know though. Times like this demand that I think things through from the beginning. Starting with the connection between me and you.
She said it. She said the thing.
She said the thing. Naomi was at the core. He took her life at Amecha. All for the sake of making me eliminate him. I'm still not sure why he wants me to do it. However, I'm sure he left me a hint within that speech of his yesterday. Become a hero through death. Giving one's life to accomplish something earns one the title of hero. That's what he was saying. Why am I the one he's so focused on then? There are others who could eliminate him, so... A spark of fire lights up my mind all of a sudden. Fire like the one that engulfed us both back then. The fateful exchange that it overheard us have.
The fateful exchange that the fire, I guess?
The fire overheard
the fire.
us?
Yeah.
The fateful exchange that the fire overheard us have.
The fateful exchange.
This is weird. I think it's a really bad localization. You won't become a hero. You're not even human. You're just a puppet. I was the one bold enough to proclaim that to him with my dying breath. Oh, does she remember what happened?
Yeah.
In her
she had, like,
death book?
A flashback or something.
Oh, death by asphyxiation. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her daily routine? I can't remember that.
She had like a moment where she was sad that she died and then she wouldn't be able to do her daily routine with her friends anymore. And that's her regret that she died. Like, my regret...
She can't live a normal life kind of thing.
My regret in death is that I died. That's what she said.
Yeah. She's like, oh no, I can't believe I died. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow, she knows so much about so many people.
Yeah, too bad they're all out of the game. It's not
Who's
really useful
gold
anymore.
medal? Gold 9? This guy? Gold medal regret.
I guess.
Scale Jones. Oh, what's up, Macho Village? Hi.
What's up? What's up?
Seeing the world. Oh, yeah. Aw. Odette Melancon. Alan Scorpion. Okay. My thoughts led me to the most logical conclusion. One that proves to be the closest to I regret it when I die. One that proves to be the closest to finding the answer I've been looking for. And turned to face Odette and Alan. Let me handle this alone.
What?
I'm gonna settle things with fate myself. Can't escape.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna be in Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue? Rinka? Did something come to mind? I look Alan in the eyes and nod firmly. It's obvious they'll say no to me. I can't explain my reasoning, though. They'd get a hold of too much of my information if I do. Actually, they'd probably come along even if I gave them a vague explanation. There's no guarantee I'm right, but it's not like they have any other leads. They don't have much of a choice. I can't let them come, though. I won't be able to reach the answer I'm looking for if I don't do this on my own.
Whatever. Go for it. That ain't the face of someone who's gonna bail.
Agreed. He peers deep into my eyes before offering his consent. What's Rinka doing exactly? I guess. A brief pause follows before he closes his own eyes and continues. We'll do our own digging. As of now, our alliance has ended.
She just takes out a gun and shoots
Our alliance is over. Bang!
Should have dodged it.
Wait, they can't die, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a kick out of working with you two.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you sure? Let's assume you plan to flee. Do you think you'd be able to escape us? Good, that's the attitude I expect from you.
You sure have gone snide, haven't you?
Says the person responsible for it. When next we meet, we shall be enemies.
We were never... Sorry. We were never enemies, bud. We just held hands for a bit.
We never weren't enemies.
Oh, that's why that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
We never weren't enemies, bud. We just held hands for a bit.
Yeah. Odette's last name is Khan? Wait, it said that?
No, Melancon.
Melancon. Yeah, Melancon. Awesome 40-minute alliance. Yep. They basically just had a slumber party. You know,
Stopped the
beat
terrorist
up
attack.
a kid.
And then went their separate ways. It's like a mini version of the Avengers.
Yeah. Were the Avengers friends? They kind of were for a little bit, right? I don't know. I can feel my heart racing. Working together with those two was strangely exhilarating. Following that, the three of us all go our separate ways. Up and Dinkyo! Oh, yay! Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome. Ooh, your Prime sub. Giving me that, oh yeah, Prime mixes. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to the Platinum Pumas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, if you have Twitch or is it Amazon Prime,
Amazon
you get a free sub.
Prime. Yeah, we should watch some Saturday morning cartoons again. I don't even know what's on Amazon Prime anymore.
I don't even know if they still have that like program where you can like watch Prime on Twitch together.
Oh, literally name of a famous actress in the Philippines, Odette Khan. Oh, really? Maybe it's based off of her.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
It
don't
seems
know.
like being able to work together with those two as equals has given me strength. I always thought we belonged in different worlds, but that's not the case. They may outclass me when it comes to physical prowess and combat ability, but I prove that we can stand toe-to-toe when it comes to our determination. Wow.
Wow, that's
determination.
Undertale.
It's an Undertale reference. Let's do this. Those words represent my determination. Fills you with determination.
Rinka saved the game.
I think the watch-alongs are still a thing. Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's fun. There are a number of terms used to describe the sequence of events that led to a specific outcome. Some call it life. Others call it a story. Who's talking right now? One is responsible...
Nobody. Just words
It's just
floating in the
words.
air.
One is responsible for much during this sequence, such as choice picked, relationships built, and mistakes made, all for the sake of proceeding along a predetermined path.
Is it talking about us, the player?
Maybe.
Playing a visual novel?
Yeah. That is the natural order of a world ruled by the concept of fate. Fate never strays from its course, regardless of how cruel it may be. There was a time when I truly believed all that. But now I know. You don't just let fate run its course. You shoulder it yourself. That's why I'm going to settle the score. I'll change fate itself. I'll make my way to the station closest to Tokyo Tower, and then take this train to Shinjuku. And then I'll get on a bus. And then I'll go 5 stops until I get to the other subway connection.
Then I'll get off, and then I'll go to Animate, and I'll buy a figure.
And I'll have an awkward conversation with the clerk, because they're like, why do you have a gun? And I'll be like, sorry, it's not for you. I swear, I'm paying real money for this figure. This is Fatal 12's version of telling you there's about to be a lot of cutscenes and to be ready for them. Ah, yes.
Several cutscenes.
You'll play in sequence.
When you start the game, it says several cutscenes.
And then there'll be a single choice that you have to make.
And it doesn't affect anything.
Once there, I rush to where all the... Once I put my figure back in my apartment.
And I admire it. And then I begin to make dinner.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get back on the train because I gotta go change fate.
So that I leave. But my dinner is still on the stove.
I forgot about it. My house burns down.
I'm very sad. But at least I changed fate.
That wasn't supposed to happen, but I changed my fate. The place that led to me losing my life. I've been here a number of times since Divine Selection began. This is the time that truly matters, though. There he is. The train is already sitting at the platform. The signal for its imminent departure rings out just as I spot him.
Oh no.
It's you.
It's
me. He's in disguise today as well, from what I can tell. I can barely make out his outline from here, but I know it's him. The hair, those rabbit eyes, the keychain on his bag, those all stood out. He seems to have noticed me. His cold gaze sends a shiver down my spine. It's possible he's been waiting here for my arrival. In fact, that's definitely the case. He turns and boards the train. I jump into the car closest to me so I don't miss it.
What?
What is she gonna do?
She's gonna change fate by stopping him.
Although the train isn't packed due to it being a Sunday, there's still a decent number of passengers. Enough for all the seats to be taken and leave a good amount of people standing.
That's pretty busy, if you ask me.
I need to hurry. Things kicked off not long after leaving Shinjuku on that fateful day. That's why I run toward the car that you boarded, paying no mind to the people I bump into along the way. I'm moving towards the front cars, the same direction that the train is moving in. Obviously. The situation has already escalated by the time I reach my destination, however. Yu opens his bag the exact moment I arrive. Run! I scream at the other passengers on instinct. I can't say for sure how many hear me. She didn't specify a direction either.
They just run into the window.
Yeah. Lack of any significant reaction tells me that it has to have been very few.
If somebody stepped into a car and said run, I'd be like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
right? I'd be like, uh-oh. She's gonna mildly inconvenience fate by delaying you for 5 minutes. That's not my problem, though. There's only one thing for me to do here. You took your time. You has tossed as this guy.
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket. What weird inside joke is yelling run in a train? Yeah. It's like the penis game. Penis.
I always hated that.
I always hated that too. I used to I always would lose because my other friend was just louder than me and had no shame. And I also didn't have shame, but we'd usually just get in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, this is so immature.
Yeah, it is. And he'd be like, bam! And I'd be like, oh, damn it. Now I'm just inconveniencing people. His face is recognizable by the entire country after yesterday's stream. Oh, yeah. I was like, what stream? We didn't stream yesterday. Just frame one screaming so loud your vocal cords ache a little. Those who see him immediately understand their situation. In that sense, his presence alone proves to be far more effective than my warning. What are you planning? I told you, I'm settling the score with fate. Don't you know what that means?
I charge you to blaze blue.
Idiot. Blaze blue. You won't be able to kill anyone now, even if you let that bomb go off. I'm lucky that he didn't opt to do anything wild right away. Nothing was stopping him from letting the bomb go off right then and there. That's fine. All that matters is that you're here now. I'm aware of what you want. I stand tall as I confront him. The passengers in our car gradually make their way to another one, slowly and calmly.
Like, okay. This is weird.
Someone tries to grab my arm to help me escape as well, but I brush them off. She's no,
Stop
it.
Have you seen this in my cutscene?
Yeah. You might detonate the bomb if he thinks I'm trying to escape. I have no intention of doing so. So what does she think that Yu's gonna do here? Like, because they can't die, right? So he sets off the bomb, then what? Like, they both are just alive?
Yeah, but all those people are dead.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah. If he wants to settle the score, then I'm all for it.
I mean, the intent for, like, everything that he's doing is to, like, get her to confront him.
Yeah,
right?
but, like, why does it have to be... Like, it just seems so, like...
Arbitrary?
Yeah.
A little bit.
You want to become a hero, not as a puppet, but as your own person. So I wasn't hearing things after all. We didn't even have our card books back then, and yet we understood each other. Odd, considering I could barely comprehend Japanese back then. Oh, we're speaking Japanese right now.
That's true. They can all, like, understand each other now.
Yeah. 気にしない. どうでもいい. Doesn't matter. Sure, you're not satisfied with just me being here. It's your fault everything ended up like this. You should have killed me before. That's why I'm here now. You're not the only one trying to settle things. My memories were gradually coming back to me as I spent time with Shigetsugu. I slowly came to remember everything about myself, my past, my desperation, and most importantly, my true nature. That's why I begged you to eliminate me. I don't have a normal life to go back to after this. I'm not like you. You had a normal life with Shigetsugu, though. You two were like family. And I've ended up worse off for it. If I had to lose anything, it should have been my conscience. I wouldn't have to worry about anything then. I would have been nothing more than a mindless machine built to kill. Having my eyes open to what normal life looks like made revisiting my past that much more painful. I don't want that feeling. Yada! All you had to do was find your own way to live.
Yeah, why can't he just, like,
Not be a killing machine?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh. I can't! Shigetsugu never taught me how! He never felt the need to. He honestly believed that you would manage. He wanted you to decide how you would lead your life on your own. That's what the money he left behind was for. He's asking too much of me. No, he's not. It was your choice to become a puppet in the first place, wasn't it? I'm not a puppet. Then prove it. That's why I'm doing this. Gosh, you don't understand me. I'll become a hero after you kill me.
That's how this works.
Tell me, what is a hero to you? To me, it sounds like nothing more than some tall tale of your own design. A hero is someone who gives their life to accomplish something. Someone who, in death, becomes timeless. Everything I've done after Shigetsugu was eliminated was by my own will. Going back to my old work, making a stand against the world. Taking what's important to you is all part of it. I want you to kill me, so I killed someone close to you first. I did this of my own volition. I've proven that I'm not just some puppet.
I kill people to show I have free will.
Yeah, that's not good.
A little bit.
What's it with the characters with white hair being evil? Sephiroth.
Thancred. You.
Yeah. I feel myself about to scream when he brings up Naomi. Ah! I can't let it out though. I must hold it in.
Either a scream or my lunch.
It's like you might just starting to scream, but then your mouth just goes. Meh.
Like when Daigo is about to bark, but he's trying to hold it in. He's like.
I'm pretty sure he means everything he said. It's such a dramatic moment where it's like
this scene's gonna take forever to get through. That's right.
That's why all I feel for him now is pity. I know that I shouldn't. I mean, it makes no sense to feel sorry for the person who killed Naomi. I'd convinced myself that the story he told at Tokyo Tower meant nothing to me. But still. Who is a great hero to you then? I have to ask him. A great hero to me? Mama, of course. Who else could it be?
She was the greatest terrorist ever.
She died killing lots of people. She was the greatest terrorist ever. What was it she provided for you then? I'm sure it was the same thing as Shigetsugu. Huh? What did Mama give me? Shigetsugu wanted you to become a person who could provide something for another. A desire she likely shared. And that something wasn't fear or despair, much less anger or sadness. No one would wish for that. You understand that, don't you? You know Shigetsugu considered you both kind and brave. That's why you accepted the name he gave you. You wanted to become the person he saw. That's why you're still using that name, even now. Only your name card didn't disappear. That's more than enough proof that, deep down, you don't want to become this kind of hero. Quit running and face yourself already. Shut up! Just shut up! It was the support's fault! I blamed the jungler! He cuts me off with a rabid scream. There's more to it than just his words, though. His animosity towards me is palpable. He quit running it down mid and face the scoreboard already. Just hug your tower.
Play it safe.
Play it safe.
Stop trying to 1v1 the enemy.
He's become nothing more than a desperate child. Ah! He rips open his bag while screaming. Oh. Inside is the exact same bomb he used on the day we died. Don't do it! It's already gone off. He's not doing this to kill others. He's trying to hurt himself. This is his solution to escape the contradiction within himself. I dash toward him in response. I do it instinctively. My reasoning behind my action doesn't matter right now. Don't be so rash! I can't make it before he triggers the bomb! I can! What?
I can make it.
Oh, I can make it! I can't make it! No, I can't! Yes, I can! No, I can't! Yes, I can! Just as I think that, the train lurches violently. The speakers announce that they have engaged the emergency brakes. Someone must have pressed the emergency stop button after fleeing this train car. As a result, I throw all my weight back in order to keep myself from face planting as I run at you. Wait, so she's running forward, and then she like throws her weight back, and but she still lurches forward. The recoil on top of this shift throws me back against the door connecting this car and the next. I turn my gaze back to you after making sense of what just happened, only to find that I'm too late.
Oh.
Bad end.
No.
A thunderous roar resounds, accompanied by a blinding light.
We didn't succeed the quick time event.
I know. This is a scene embedded deep within my psyche. Oh. Ugh. I close my eyes as the explosion goes off. Fortunately, I get away with just a cut on my leg due to both the distance and the fact that Yu was smothering the bomb when he set it off.
Just a cut in this burning, flaming train.
I guess shrapnel or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, like, can't they not die because of divine selection?
I mean, yeah, they can still get hurt.
Okay. Then again, it might be due to divine selection working to protect me as a
I see.
participant. Thanks, game, answering my question. The flames from the explosion enveloped the car just like they did before. Rinka would have so much soft tissue damage, yeah. Her soft body.
What about you?
Yeah.
What is divine selection doing to protect him?
I know, right? The heat wave causes my vision to blur. I can feel the discomfort on my skin from the intense heat, too. It's the same scene I witnessed before, the scene undone by divine selection. What happened to you?
Oh.
Oh. I knew it. I can't die. I turned my eyes from you the moment he enters my line of sight. The explosion has roasted him alive. Fragments of the bomb are lodged in his body, exposing raw muscle. Ugh, at least it's not very graphic on the picture. He's bleeding profusely. I only look upon him for a second, but I will never forget that sight. The smell of his burnt flesh wafts throughout the car with the smoke. I don't feel bad for him. This guy fucking sucks. He does suck.
Yeah.
I look back toward him slowly. Come here, you. I can help you before it's too late. What do you have to gain by helping me? Ugh. The heat I feel is nothing compared to what it must be like around you, who's at the locus of the explosion. Wow, hot guy. Now, how would she help him? I know, right? Like, what would she do? Like, does she have
water
a
bottle, just pours it
salve? She has like some aluminum foil. Is that what people put on burn victims? I always remember seeing this like aluminum foil looking blanket.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I got some aloe vera plants in my bag.
It's just the aloe vera
It also didn't. It also didn't explode with me. Name one anime character that's white hair and is not a bad guy except Gojo. I mean, I haven't seen all of Jujutsu Kaisen, so I don't know what if Gojo ends up being a bad guy. I try to make my way over to him, but my body refuses to move. Used card book, which remains completely unscathed, lay at his feet. I would have expected it to catch fire, but there it is, perfectly fine.
It's made of magic and stuff.
The tattered and scorched remnants of used bag lay beside it. The keychain has been damaged a bit. Oh yeah. But it's more or less survived the blast.
No, it's fine.
You picks it up ever so slowly. I bought the bag along with this keychain the very first day I got to Japan. I didn't think much of it at the time. But when you took it from me at Tokyo Tower, I felt I had to get it back. It had become important to me at some point. At some point during the time I spent with Shigetsugu. Tell me later. Just get over here now. I don't know why I'm worried about him. This guy sucks. All I need to do is learn his regret. I can't settle down just seeing him like that. Shigetsugu never locked the door when someone was home, but he would whenever we were out. You lock the door when you leave and unlock it when you get home. That's common sense to you. I wanted that to be the case for me as well. Wait, do you just leave it unlocked when you're in the house? That's also not
dangerous.
Good. I only realized it once Shigetsugu was gone, though. Once that desire of mine became unattainable. The desire to lock the door?
You know, common sense isn't always intuitive. You gotta learn this stuff through trial and error.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
because you don't have it doesn't mean you're not. It doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean the only way for you to live is a killing machine.
Yeah,
Just
right.
you can't lock the door.
I never learned not to lock the door when I left the house.
That was my main regret.
My main regret was that I didn't learn common sense. If possible, I wanted to live a normal life, like all of you. My card book begins to shine. Normal life. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
Not that I'm in any position to check it right now. I drag myself as close to him as I can before extending my hand. The unseen wall of heat around him pushes against me. What's flammable in there?
He's gotten heat powers.
The sweat built up on my arm evaporates before it has a chance to drip off me. I don't understand how this immunity works. Like, she's got a small cut, but she can still get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you would think that in a completely metal car with maybe like some paper for the advertisements and some, you know, like cushions or whatever, you'd think that it wouldn't be this much fire.
I guess it's true. Yeah, you're right. Maybe the upholstery and
his clothes, I can understand that.
clothes, his hair.
His hair, yeah.
The ground looks like it's on fire when it should.
Yeah, yeah. The sweat built up on my arm evaporates before I have the chance to drip off me. That doesn't matter right now. Yeah, the sweat part doesn't matter either.
Stop thinking about this.
Stop thinking about this. Now you can finally kill me. You. I guess the smoke surrounds him all of a sudden. Probably because a swell of air just got sucked into the car when a window broke. The flames grow more intense from the cushions.
The gust of wind.
The gust of wind.
Oxygen and stuff.
Plot armor, not intangibility. That's true.
Yeah. Well, he's literally on fire.
What substance was in this ball? I don't know. Maybe it had like, I don't know, sprayed gasoline or some kind of substance.
Some kind of flammable, yeah.
Yeah. Can't even keep my eyes open. The amount of smoke caused me to crouch without thinking. I must be trying to keep myself from breathing it in.
Who cares if you breathe it in? You're not gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, this guy cannot die. My right hand remains extended toward you, though. It's the one part of my body I can still control willingly. What? Why not? Why can't you control the other parts willingly? Like, isn't she standing holding her hand out? And also, like, I don't know, just, it doesn't seem like he's not gonna die, right?
Yeah,
so
I don't know. It's kind of instinct, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess if it's still hot, then she's like, hot.
Oh.
Phantom limb syndrome. Did her arm get blown off? No, she had a cut.
Yeah.
Not to cut her arm off.
Yeah.
I feel something solid touch it. Thank you, Rinka. Not sure if he speaks after touching my hand or if I imagine it. Regardless, I feel my consciousness fade from the suffocating heat. I give in to it and pass out.
Oh. So they can still pass out.
Oh, yeah.
I guess. That makes sense.
Oh, good morning.
Fast forward.
Ohayo gozaimasu. Good evening, my lovely little slaves to fate. The next thing I hear when I regain consciousness is that ever haughty voice.
I guess she fell
She's
asleep
hottie.
on Sunday night.
Oh, goodness me, you certainly look subpar. Or do they look the same as when they fell asleep?
She's like on fire.
Yeah, does that mean that whenever she goes into the what is this what's it called, divine selection? She's like in her PJ. Yeah.
I imagine they're wearing whatever they wore when they died or something. Maybe.
Same though, wouldn't she? Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm finna crunk and I'm about to scoop. Okay. Thanks, Jeffy. Welcome back to the Diamond Daigos. Wow, tier 3. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Oh my gosh. Why is this game trying to make us feel for you and to bomb the school and a train? He did bomb a school and a train. It was really bad.
Yeah.
All because he just didn't know common sense.
But if you remember 2 years ago, he was a normal kid living a normal life as she gets to go.
Was that 2 years ago in real time?
Yeah.
Just forgot. Yeah. Had amnesia. Guys, how was I supposed to know bombing the school is bad? That's the only guy that should have been forced to be a League streamer. Goodness me, you certainly look subpar. I lost consciousness in the train due to the heat and the smoke. The fact that I'm in the court of fate means that this week's election has started. Does that mean she's just been knocked out for that long? Maybe.
I guess if it wasn't Sunday, then she.
Oh no, she said it was Sunday. That's why there weren't that many people on the train.
Oh
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Isn't it the school's job to teach them that? But the school also was bombed.
Imagine if she was like in a coma though, and like so she woke up in the divine selection, and then she
was like still in a coma when she's like
passes out, and then she wakes up. And
she's like, no, I didn't do anything this whole week.
Why am I here again?
Oh no, everybody's made progress except me. I got on the train before noon, so that means I might have been out cold for 12 hours. Fatal 12 hours.
You don't say.
Oh, title drop. What happened to my physical body? Is it in a hospital somewhere? Ugh. Let's see. Alan and Odette look unfazed as always.
Oh, that was yawn. That's just how she yawns.
Matcha Village, oh my gosh. Oh wait, Jeffy, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Matcha Village. Wow, you've gifted how many subs? 252 subs? Holy moly. Welcome back to the Platinum Pumas. Aw.
Thank you.
Your subscription courtesy of Jeffrey KW. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Odette even has a luxury of yawning. Alien dancing. Odd considering you can't actually be tired in the dream world.
Oops.
Well, you know, there's a mental thing associated with yawning.
You get me mentally fatigued.
Oh yeah, Scale. He's like got a
Southern accent.
Meanwhile, Scale is at a dramatic side. I'm not really sure what he's thinking based on his ambiguous expression. As for Federico, he seems awfully restless. He's tapping his finger and tutting. He's tutting. Oh, okay. Let me do this thing. There we go. There we go. I don't see how things stand between them, so all I can guess is based on what I see. Now that you think about it, what kind of bomb explodes and doesn't destroy anything except set shit on fire? I know, right? I guess there was a window that they mentioned broke.
Yeah, I don't know much about bombs.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fortunately.
Right, same. Alright, class, today we're going to learn what it's like to get caught up in Fate Stay Night-like game that won't let you die.
Right.
Yay! Gas bomb? Oh, I don't know anything about bombs. At the very least, Odette's probably still working on her own. Miharu. Miharu seems somewhat relieved after giving me a quick once-over. She's checking me out.
Yeah.
Maybe she learned that I collapsed in the train somehow.
Still alive.
Her not saying anything probably means she's still cooperating with the others under the pretense that we're no longer friends. So you... I turn my attention to numeral 4. There you stands unscathed. Based off this and Federico's case, I have to assume that our state in the real world is truly is not reflected in the dream world. Meanwhile, Rinka's there, her hair's singed.
One single cut on her leg.
Yeah, single cut. An odd sense of relief washes over me when I see him like this. I'm not sure why, considering I'm about to elect him.
I mean, it'd be weird if he wasn't here, I guess.
I open up my card book. Ooh, I opened up my card book. Open card book. What's your regret?
I draw 5 cards.
Oh, regret. Daily routine? It's the same!
Go fish, I have a match.
Go fish. Wait, I don't actually know how you play Go Fish. It's like if you don't have a match, right?
Oh, yeah.
The classroom incident shit exploded, but the chairs were caught on fire. Pot of greed. What does that card do? About to step by and say hi. I'm in bed, about to fall asleep. Have a good stream, you too. Catch you all around. Aw, thank you, Jeffy. I appreciate you being here. Okay. Whoa. I opened my card book. All the cards in my possessions fly out upon doing so, including the most recent one I gained. Numeral 4, regret. It's use regret card. Things have seemed to have grown a touch gloomy around here, no?
I mean, that's what happens.
Cheer up! Y'all are playing a game. Are you not enjoying the game I made for you?
I got some balloons.
Maybe if I blow up some balloons and then pop them. Some people have a fear of that, right? You have the balloon popping phobia? Huh? I do hope there's something I can do to cheer you up. Like these balloons!
Oh, good. How about our lovely goddess sings us a little ditty?
Don't waste our time. Yeah, let's just get this started already. Not like I'm...
Kinda like anyone tonight, right?
Yeah, shut it. Same goes for you, doesn't it?
I wonder.
Federico frowns in response to Odette's hearty grin. You'd have a hard time not being gloomy if you were counted among us as a participant, too. Can't deny that I'd like to hear our little goddess sing for us, though. Just get started already. Alan directs his comment to Parka, making his discontent obvious. There's an oddly functional flow to our conversations now that most of us know each other. It's different from when divine selection first began.
Wow, it's like they're best buddies.
Yeah, that fact scares me.
Oh, what a shame. My efforts to learn the songs that you people know, all for naught. Jingle bells.
It's not Christmas. Why are you singing that? It's not Christmas.
She doesn't understand the concept of Christmas.
Yeah, she doesn't understand the concept of time or seasons.
Oh, how about that other one? You know, all I want for Christmas is you. I hear them playing it from like September.
How do you go about learning them?
Are you so curious?
Yeah, I most certainly am.
Odette isn't joking. I can tell she's serious based on the tone of her voice. I've spoken to her in person, so I know. It may have sounded inconsequential, but she's looking to get something out of Parka.
I'm afraid that I'll have to keep you in the dark.
Does she have like a TV?
Maybe
Connected to
she
the outside
is
world?
like maybe a TV.
Just a single TV.
She has like a CRT. It's only got like 3 channels.
There's like a couch just like right in front of it.
Yeah, one is like Children's Network.
A lady is only as charming as the number of secrets she holds, no?
No.
No. Ladies with secrets are very unappealing. Her choice of words makes her sound mischievous. Almost like a regular child, even. Can we get on with this? Yu's tone is as sharp as it is cold. It's obvious how little he cares for Parka.
Now, no need to be so hasty. Though I must admit, perhaps I spoke a bit too much tonight. Allow me to begin tonight's election. Revolve, O clock of fate!
Revolution 1.
Revolve! Revolve 1! Fight!
Her stock phrase signals the beginning of tonight's election. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Choose the character.
First question. Who is the mayor of Tokyo? Is it A?
It's like wrong game, Parka. I don't know who the mayor of
I don't know
Tokyo would be.
either.
Is that even the level where they would have a mayor? Is there a mayor of Tokyo?
Is there? I feel like
Is
there'd be
Tokyo
a leader of the city, right?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that a mayor in Tokyo? I actually don't know how
how
their politics works. The clock hand at the center of the cord of fate begins to revolve. Nothing she does is any different from normal, but tonight sounds completely different to me. The reason why is simple. Tonight will be the first night I elect someone. But I'm conflicted over what to do even now. Moral compass. Electing someone is the same as stripping away their right to live. Electing
They
someone
were already dead.
Yeah. Electing someone is the same as stripping.
Away.
Away.
Right to
There. It's no different from killing them. Honestly, though, Rinka, this kid deserves it.
I have to get over it.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't be the one survivor and not kill anyone.
You can't win Fortnite by not shooting.
Yeah, right? Sheesh, Rinka. Have you not played Fortnite before?
It's just like Fortnite, Rika.
Yu's pained voice comes to mind. His heartfelt cry to the world. His battle with the contradiction born within him. I cast a glance over to him once again. He looks just like an average boy right now. Hardly someone capable of terrorism. The wild look he showed me before is gone now. In fact, he seems to be at peace. Because he knows you're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Is he ready to be elected? Does he feel relieved that he'll finally be freed from his suffering? I can't tell from where I stand. He doesn't bother to say anything to me.
Well, numero one.
She inquires as if she knows exactly what's going through my mind. As if she knows I'm about to elect you. It makes sense if she's observing the events that happen in the real world.
Well,
She
that's
just
interesting.
has like, she's us. She's just, we're playing, she's just
yeah.
looking at the world through the eyes of Rinka.
Yeah. She just has 12 TV channels. Each one is just like one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah. 12 TV channels. You can't watch more than one at the same time. There's no picture-in-picture here. How she does that, I'm not sure. Not that it matters right now. I can't finish my sentence. I thought I was ready to accept the responsibility of throwing another person's life away for my own. I just can't say it. Are you? Oh, yes, you.
Are you really?
It's a simple question, my dear. Will you elect someone or not?
Why did I go through everything just to obtain Yu's regret card? I feel like I'll forget at this rate. Forget what? But
Is it red?
even so, you have it. You literally have a backup. You
literally-
can
it's
reference
on the
it.
card.
It's on the card. We have
It's-
1, 2,
there's
3
4.
things. You fire daily routine.
Say it with me.
Yeah.
You fired the team.
Shall I presume that your answer is no?
Wait! Naomi's face comes to mind. Yu's actions will be undone with his elimination. That means what happened at Amecha will also be undone.
Are you just realizing that?
Yeah, she forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If that can happen, then Naomi will... Pull yourself together, Rinka. Slap, slap. I mutter my own name under my breath. It's not a good reason. Rinka. We can't shoulder anything together if I let such thoughts spur my actions. I'd just be using her as an excuse for my own weakness. I remind myself to make my decision based solely on my own
I
judgment.
guess you'll have to eliminate other people without them having killed Naomi. Unless you're gonna wait for Naomi to die every time to elect someone.
Everyone has to murder Naomi at some point. And then she goes Super Saiyan like Goku did with Krillin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you killed Krillin! If I'm going to eliminate him, it's because I choose to. They're still waiting on you, Rinka. My own regret comes to mind. Same regret. I swore that I would live my life out. I'm going to elect someone. Dun dun dun. Hee hee.
Well then.
I straighten my back to regain my posture.
Posture check.
My eyes fall directly... Posture check.
Yeah.
My eyes fall directly on you following that. He still has the same gentle expression from before. Heh What's going on? I have amnesia.
I'm just a regular old boy with a normal life.
It's the same expression from back when he first ate the dinner I made for him. Even so, I elect numeral 4. I have to utter these words no matter what.
Very well.
Parker proceeds to question the other participants. I almost break out in a sweat when Odette's turn comes and goes without incident. That would have been the moment I got elected if I'd given in to her demands on Friday. Ah. I can't remember what her demands were.
That if you, she would
Take
get
her card?
Rinka the information if, Rinka gave Odette her information.
No
Yes.
regrets, amnesia.
There's like a choice for that, right?
Yeah. Hey, why did you elect me?
Hey, why did you elect me?
Remember the fun times we had together?
Oh, that curry was so delicious. Wow.
I was
Oh.
hoping we could eat that again together someday.
Yeah, with Shigetsugu
Yeah.
and Naomi.
Both of whom are certainly not dead.
In the end, the clock doesn't stop at anyone else. That curry was the bomb! That's not good and good at the same time.
It was so spicy. It was like my mouth was on fire.
Yeah, on fire! Ooh. Katsukare. In the end, the clock doesn't stop at anyone else. I'm the only one electing someone tonight. What happens if someone else elects someone? They just do both?
They have to, like, pick. I forgot. It's like, it depends on the order they go. Like, the earliest one gets to go first, so Rinka
Can
gets
somebody,
to go
like,
first.
take the election from her? They're
if
like,
they're
no,
electing-
I know Roman numeral
If they're
4.
electing the same person, then they both have to give up their own card.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, until someone doesn't. Playing card chicken.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had a seaweed while you were talking, so I couldn't
It's okay.
have a snack.
With that decided, numeral 1 and numeral 4, allow me to begin the election procedure.
My platform begins to move in tandem with her statement. Use platform does the same. They play Uno to decide. That Katsukari's masala is shit. The explosives of flavors in my taste bud. Wow.
Wow.
And the explosion of flavors. Hot Cheetos. Use platform does the same. Both of us ascend to the upper stratum of the court of fate. Ooh, we get to see it this time.
Whoa.
Oh, it looks the same. It's an odd sensation to say the least. The way my platform ascends almost feels like I'm on an elevator. There aren't any walls around to support it, but it somehow feels like I can't actually fall off it.
Whee!
That's how smooth and steady the ascent feels. Good quality, well-oiled machine. I'm surrounded by unfamiliar scenery once the platform stops. It's the same, Rinka.
It's the same scene.
Almost like I'm perched high above the clouds. There's nothing but darkness below. Oh, they go that high? I can't see Miharu or any other participants from here. You, on the other hand, stands directly across from me.
You finally decided to kill me.
Yeah.
You're finally gonna set me free from my pain.
Oh.
Okay.
Not quite. Only you can save yourself.
Apologies for the wait. Let us commence the election process, shall we? Wait a minute. What's that supposed to mean, Rinka? I thought you were gonna kill me to help me.
Parka urges us on, so I open up my card book. All my cards fly out the moment I do.
What if you choose the wrong card? You just die.
Parker's like, I don't think you understand how the game works. You're playing it wrong. It seems I need to pick the relevant ones in order. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This image.
Your name is Yu, a name given to you by Shigetsugu, so I'm aware of how important it is to you. It's a lovely name. Fire was the cause of your death. A cause oddly intertwined with my own. If I'm being honest, I hated you for it before, but now I just feel sad about it. I pick his name and cause of death in succession. How about you forgive yourself already?
Huh?
I can't forgive you after you took Naomi's life. That being said, neither will anyone else if you keep denying yourself. You're no puppet, much less a hero. What you are is as human as they come. That's the best I can do for him. When it all began, the words I left him with before dying stuck with him this whole time. As such, he had no choice but to deny both himself and his past. I lost my parents not long after I was born, so one could argue that I should have tried harder to understand you and your position. But the lives we led were far too different. I grew up providing for those around me, whereas you grew up taking from those around you. And after all that, you met Shigetsugu. You learned the joy of providing for another, and the possibilities it could open up for you. The possibility of leading a normal life. Not by your standards, but by those of people like Shigetsugu and myself. That's what became your regret. I take all 3 of his cards in hand. That's why it was so hard for you, wasn't it? You were simply handed that new life, so you never knew how to attain it on your own. That led to you denying the very concept of it.
Oh.
You. I won't forget you.
I finally understand why we'll never understand one another. What?
I understand why we'll never understand.
You know, it's funny because I just read the words as they come in order of what, like, I read as fast as I read out loud, right? And so it's like,
What?
I said the same thing twice. I was like, what?
I finally understand why we'll never understand one another. It's because we both started out the same understanding. It's almost too cruel how things turned out. I'll be able to die human at least. That's normal, isn't it?
Most people die as humans.
Most people are human, yes. Hey, you. Yes, you. I'll never forget you. Rinka, boy, you destroyed a class. Oh, yeah. Did you see what I did with your name there? That was a good pun, right? Yeah. All three of my cards begin to move on their own. Once they reach the middle of the Court of Fate, they come together and form a triangular shape. What follows is a sudden burst of light that swallows my surroundings. I'm glad I settled on you as the person to kill me. Wow. Oddly enough, our regrets are the same, to an extent.
Yeah, it's the same
It's
card.
literally the same words. Both involve the concept of living regular lives. Maybe in Japanese they say something different, or like just close enough. The values we held surrounding them are completely different, though. Like seikatsu or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. For me, it's all about what I already knew. For him, it was what he had come to know. I can resent you all I want in death. Okay.
It's kind of hard to do when you're dead.
You and me both.
I hate you.
I hate you.
too.
I hate you too. Bye now.
Bye.
I hate you
Thank
more.
you.
I hate you more.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. You see, if he was smart, he would just get addicted to a gacha game like a normal person. Trying to suppress something. The light from my cards envelops us both. It's bright enough that I involuntarily squeeze my eyes shut, only to notice my consciousness leaving my body.
No.
Wanna die?
I'm gonna die.
I hear a voice during this. I don't wanna die. I could have lived a normal life. I don't wanna die. No, please, no. Rinka, Shigetsuku, Mama, I don't wanna die. I still had so much of my life left.
It's a long monologue.
Wow. His voice becomes more and more distant. All I can do is listen. I listen to him reveal his true feelings then and there, during his final moments. Oh. Flames envelop me. Oh, this is in his perspective now. This is a sight I recognize. It's almost the exact same scenery I witnessed when I died, after all. My line of sight is much lower than usual, though. That's when I realized it. Oh, she's seeing it through his eyes.
Okay.
This was
sure.
from Yu's perspective. I can use my normal voice.
Yeah.
He was sitting down after having crushed my throat. I'm human. I am. His lungs had lost their function. His skin was charred. His very cells had been obliterated. And now I'm a hero. His words fell on deaf ears. This is how it should be. As much as he tried to breathe, his blood refused to carry the oxygen. Not like the air could even reach his lungs at this point. Right, Mama? It was doubtful that he could even speak properly at this point. That wasn't a concern of his, though. He just did everything he could to speak his last words. He did it to convince himself. Well, that death description was kind of graphic.
Yeah.
Toasted gyro. To reassert himself.
Brazilian Barbie.
I think that the previous descriptions, like Naomi's death, was like way more graphic than this one was.
Mm-hmm.
This one was just like your cells got obliterated. And it's like,
they described an explosion like this is like the fourth time.
Yeah. I guess we're just
Yeah.
immune to it now. It's not. But that effect didn't last for long. Don't want to die. His lungs were shot. He couldn't speak anymore. What do you mean he can't speak anymore? He's
still speaking.
Yeah. Help. That's why those ended up being his last words. He unleashed one final scream, marred with regret and repentance. His vision was dyed red following that. The flames burned away the contradiction and sins he bore. I mean, in the most genuine, respectable way to the devs of all time, this game is so ass. Wait a minute, Death by Bobby actually sucks? I like how this game is so ass was like every word is capitalized. Those were Yu's final moments, weren't they? Yu has already disappeared by this point. His final words to me were full of resentment. That's fine by me, though. I had everything he lacked, everything he ever wanted. And yet, I still find myself clenching my fists. If an afterlife really does exist, then, at the very least, I can pray that it's a place where our growths during divine selection aren't forgotten. That might be even more painful for him. Knowing what we consider to be a regular life might cause him to panic and question himself. So as long as he has the freedom to figure things out, he should be fine. Funny that I'd think of such things when I don't believe in God or heaven. Parker's like, what? What? What do you think I am?
Oh, well, how impressive for you to say that in the presence of a goddess.
Oh, yeah, right? Shut up.
Oh my, how scary. Allow me to show you the cards in numeral 4's possession. Please consider which you'd like to obtain as you descend.
My platform begins to move, not even giving me enough time to get sentimental over Yu's elimination. Let me save. Oh, maybe we get to choose.
Maybe.
I can bring Naomi back now. Not even that thought prevents me from feeling miserable. I have all of these already. Oh, you don't have any Pokemon cards I want.
No, they're all duplicates.
I am. Parker told me to choose whichever card I wanted, but Yu doesn't have any I can take. Just those I already have or ones that belong to those who have already been eliminated. The ones I already have are numeral 2 and numeral 9's names. Miharu's and Scale Johnson's cards. What? Wasn't his name Scale... something else?
Scale?
I thought it wasn't Johnson.
Oh, I don't know.
Scale... Jones.
Scale Jones.
You said
Oh,
Johnson.
His real name.
This is... Oh! That's not his real name? This is... What? What?
Right?
Is this a typo?
I don't know. Maybe.
Scale Scorpion.
Could
Oops, all
be.
Zubats. That makes it obvious how little interest you had in divine selection. Thus, my very first election comes to an end. It doesn't feel very special. If anything, it's only served to put a greater burden on my shoulders.
You know, they killed one
can't
person.
even-
you can
not
kill
even useful.
the rest of them.
Yeah, I guess now you've had your
You have
first.
to taste the blood.
Tonight's session resulted in one elimination. I bid you all farewell for now.
I look over to the empty platform on which you once stood. I don't look at it just his platform, though. Numeral 5, Shigetsugu's platform. Numeral 8, Keiko's platform. Numeral 10, Sonya's platform. Even the platforms for numerals 6 and 7, which belongs to people I never got to know. Oh, the guy with the dog? And...
The guy who died from eating or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Was it 6? Oh, we didn't...
We don't really know anything
Oh,
about
she
her.
literally she didn't learn anything about him.
Yeah.
About her.
Mm.
I find myself brooding over each and every one of them. Oh, 7th week election concludes. Wow. The fog in my consciousness gradually begins to dissipate. Oh.
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 Whose scene you want to see?
Save. Here. Comparing answers. Whose scene do you want to see? Miharu?
I guess.
I bet you it's Naomi, though.
Well, I mean, I imagine.
We're trying to go for the Miharu ending, though,
Yeah,
right?
I imagine the one you pick is the one that appears.
But I can't imagine a happy ending with Miharu. How would they...
Tragic
They're both in
lesbians.
the game.
Yeah.
So, like, right? Is Mao an option? Could we have been dating Mao this whole time?
So straight.
I know, right? My God, that guy sucks shit.
She like make jokes like, oh my god, we so cute together.
My gosh,
Wow.
you share and Boba in an indirect
Yeah.
sense.
But then she'd be like, oh, I don't actually date women.
yeah. All right, which we got? What do you want to pick?
I guess Miharu, because we've been doing her route this whole time.
Yeah, but I think
makes
we were
sense.
nice enough to Naomi to have like a date with her.
I mean, we had a moment or
Yeah.
something, but I don't know.
All right, harem time.
Maybe.
Miharu?
I'd like to believe that I heard right. I'd be incredibly happy if so.
Oh, hee hee. Whoa! I'm naked!
Just leaps in through the window.
Gracefully. Well, she's from Utena, the other lesbian anime. Whoa!
Good morning, Rinka.
Oh, ohayou gozaimasu. Huh? Why are you here? First thing I see upon waking up is Miharu. She was sleeping next to me in my bed.
Oh.
She's in her school uniform, all ready to go.
But it's not even a school day.
It's not even school day. She's just using it for the cake.
That's a simple question. I'm the one who carried you back from the train.
Wow, my savior.
Wow. The press would have swarmed you if I took you to the hospital, especially once they figured out that you're a student from Amecha. I couldn't let you go through that.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I figured the world would do its thing after a day had passed, so it wasn't all that bad.
How did you know I was on the Yamanote line? Why did they just let her take someone caught in a bomb? An unconscious person. Like, I'm thinking that Miharu is like some kind of secret agent or something like that.
That would be insane.
Yeah, because like she carried Rinka, who I guess is like 4 feet tall, and Miharu is like 6'7".
The height difference.
The height difference. She's 6'7", and she's got muscles. Everybody's a secret agent at this point. I know, right?
Kinda.
My little... Oh, wait, that's you.
Oh, my little alliance with Scale and them proved to be useful. I'm still not sure if they're trustworthy or not, but Scale's intel has been spot on at least.
She slips in an extra comment about how she could have made her way over quicker. Could have made it over quicker if you didn't fucking...
I could have been here a second sooner if I had used a sprinting pattern.
Yeah, but she's like doing the math in her head. The second set of words are spoken. Rinka's gonna be a secret agent too. I know a certain set of words.
Well, like Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Did you spend all night by my side?
You bet. Oh, I did have to go home and fetch my things, but yes, I couldn't leave you alone in your state.
Was she always wearing gloves? Or is this like summer uniform? Oh, I think it's summer
I don't
uniform.
remember her wearing clothes.
Why does she have the Fatal 12 logo on her shirt?
Got it from the gift shop.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I guess I made the same comment before. I'm like, what is this? What's going on here, Rinka? That's a relief to hear.
I eliminated someone in device selection.
Then she just crosses out the 4 on her shirt. Nice, checked it off my bingo list. That's a relief to hear. Thanks.
That's my line, you know. While I got to see you were okay in the court of fate, part of me was still worried you wouldn't wake up again.
Coma until the next time selection. I'm not sure what went on while I was unconscious, but it looks like she did what she could to keep me out of trouble. And here I was worrying about the possibility of my real body being taken to a hospital.
I wonder if you picked Naomi and she showed up. She'd be like, yeah, I carried you back.
Yeah, I wonder. Waking up in my own room helps me to settle down a bit. I'm a bit sore all around, but other than that, I seem to be fine. Except my arm's missing. There's only one thing left for me to worry about.
You must be wondering how things have changed. Yu's actions had a big influence on the world at large, but things right now are different from what took place. I haven't had the time to figure it all out, but I can tell you what I know so far. But you should get ready for school first. We've still got plenty of time, but the explanation will take a while.
Following her advice, I get ready and make my way downstairs. It should be easier to talk things out down there.
Yeah.
Head out to an appointment by Matcha Village.
Bye.
As always, I make some coffee for the both of us. There's still an hour left before we have to leave. Guess I woke up early thanks to all the rest I got.
Wow, thanks to the bombing, I got to sleep early.
I got to sleep.
It's been quite a while since we last got together like this.
I like your Miharu voice.
Thanks.
It's very like, it's like your voice, but also extra something. Extra like
floaty. I don't
sassy.
know.
Like I guess Odette is more sassy, but like
a little bit.
this one's got a little bit of like a lullaby to it. Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm glad you like it.
Not gonna lie, this game would be wrapped in 15 minutes if Wukulama were here.
Just takes an axe and cuts Parker to death.
Parker's like, I have a game, and Wukulama's just like, fuck no. No, you don't.
I'm getting everyone out of here alive.
Yeah. I love Wukulama.
She's so funny.
Ever since I lost the will to go on. What? What was the previous? Oh, ever since I lost the will to go on. And it was thanks to Mao coming over and the idea of you doing all that you could that got me back on track. Mihoru's like, Mao did what? What did Mao do?
Kill her.
I'm gonna kill her.
I can hardly blame you. Besides, I may have done all I could, but you were the one who accomplished what you set out to in the end.
Now that you've killed one person, you can get everyone else, and you'll be the sole survivor.
But you can kill me! Kill me next!
Naomi's death. That's gotta be what she's about to talk about. Miharu takes a deep breath before she starts.
First and foremost, yesterday's incident. It became a case of sudden combustion due to unknown circumstances. A lack of proper maintenance on the rail lines, and a deterioration over time, I guess.
Damn, they blame it on the safety inspectors.
And then the safety inspector got fired.
Yeah, I know. You just ruined someone's life, Rika.
He's in court right now for accidental homicide.
For gross negligence.
Sorry, I just took a
Oh
break.
yeah, me too.
The case at Tokyo Tower has been completely undone, it seems. Who knows what happened to the memories of all those who watched you stream? I tried looking for the stream on YouTube. It's not there anymore. It's privated.
It's privated. The link that you're trying to use does not exist. Oh, if it is.
It's entirely possible that there will be cases like Naomi, who still dream about the events that were undone. Because for some reason, Parka can't get rid of subconscious memories or something. We're best off asking Mal. She's more likely to have watched the stream than not. Based on all that, we can surmise that while Yu's actions Yu's actions themselves disappeared, the physical changes caused by them remain.
Just like with Keiko.
Which means if he killed anyone, oh.
Wait, so the physical changes caused by them remain.
Like the train exploded still.
Yeah.
Because
So did that kill anyone?
I don't think so. Fortunately.
The letter she gave me is a prime example of that. What she had written disappeared after her elimination. The action of her writing a letter hadn't been undone. Okay, so any actions that they did during Divine Selection were undone.
Yeah.
Right.
Any physical changes to the world remain intact.
Oh. Wait, wouldn't her letter have been still there then? Or did she just have a piece of paper now?
I guess she just has a piece of paper.
Oh, okay. I have a bad feeling about this. Does that mean Naomi's still dead? If the changes to Naomi's body are classified as a physical change, then don't tell me.
Calm down. Let me explain things in order. Going back a bit further, it turns out the major players in Null's Japan branch were all arrested after reports of suspicious objects being found in Shibuya. That occurred after Yu's initial attack on the Yamanote line had been undone by Divine Selection.
So if the Null Japan branch were arrested after the initial attack on the Yamanote line,
That means the attack on the Yamanote line still happened. And Null got arrested.
Right.
I don't know what that
Okay.
means.
The organization itself was already reaching a breaking point, And then one of their operations failed and resulted in the disappearance of the perpetrator. That led to an insider leaking information and causing them all to get arrested.
That's been undone too. Rather, the timing itself has been changed. They were arrested right after Golden Week, which just so happens to coincide with the casualty juncture.
Causality juncture?
Not casualty.
What's a causality juncture?
When everyone died.
Oh.
All of this due to an insider leaking information out of fear of what a young member of theirs had done.
Oh. So the attack itself actually happened. Yu's cause of death has become reality once more. That means he's already dead at this current point in time. Right.
His attack only resulted in a few injuries, though. The only one to die during it was the boy himself, who I refer to as such because he hadn't been given the name Yu at that point.
Ah. Makes sense considering I'm alive. If my memory of the incident is right, though, the other people died along with me, so that something doesn't add up. The explosion took place in the middle of a packed train. The only way no casualties would emerge from that is through a miracle. Granted, you could probably call divine selection and its alterations to fate a type of miracle.
That's likely due to you. Fate had to force its hand to keep you alive, I assume.
These characters are all just making things up right now. Miharu's just bullshitting.
You know, magic, timey-wimey shenanigans.
So if I die, then the Sea of Flames pop into mind once more. Her theory makes sense. All the same, that's not what I'm interested in right now.
A lot of people die.
Okay. So because you died in the train, but Rinka did not die in the same moment, that means that the explosion had to have been reduced. Yeah. And the other people do not die.
Yeah.
So Rinka, if Rinka dies, then those other people die.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd made it a point to settle things with fate. I want to know the results. So what happened to the attack on Amecha? I hear myself gulp in anticipation. I have a bad feeling about it, but I also don't doubt myself. If I do, then...
The attack on Amecha on the day of the Culture Festival has been undone. However, the classroom being used as storage for the festival
spontaneously combusted.
burst out in flames in exchange.
Wait a minute. If something still happened, then... My breathing grows ragged all of a sudden. It almost feels like my heart has completely stopped.
Even though that happened, there were no casualties.
Okay.
And then the most exciting part, nobody died.
That's probably what she's gonna say. But Naomi has a little scar on her leg.
I'm sure you're interested in knowing what happens to Naomi. But first...
Huh? Then...
We're gonna get to that at the end of the video.
But first, a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. My pulse returns to normal when I hear that. Have you received your Sakurako box yet? Sakurako provides you with all these goodies from Japan.
Wow.
Including coffee from Rinka's Lion House.
And ashes from the tree.
And use Mother's curry. The sudden fluctuation leaves me a bit lightheaded. If there were no casualties, then Naomi didn't lose her life. Which means she's alive. Naomi's alive. Miharu seems less than enthused, though. She wanted her to die.
I'm gonna kill her myself.
It doesn't take long to figure out why.
The fire itself still happened, so it's entirely possible that she's been left badly burned or suffering from other complications. The news didn't go into detail.
Oh no.
And well, it's a bit pathetic of me, but I'm a touch scared to learn the truth.
Oh.
I didn't have it in me to call either Mal or Naomi, just in case something had happened. I wasn't even sure how to ask them, because I still don't know the results of your efforts.
Oh, is that it? You don't need to worry about that. So long as she's alive, I'll make sure she's happy.
You really are strong-willed, aren't you?
Wow. And like a player. like she has so many girlfriends. So they should make sure she's happy. God damn.
Oh, okay.
Thank God you didn't die. You're just horribly burned and will suffer long life complications. Lifelong complications. Not at all. I never would have been able to do any of this without the help of the others.
I won't challenge that line of thinking, even if you've helped to confirm the fact that you're the one who deserves to live through all of this.
Uh-huh. That's not quite the right way to put it.
I will kill everyone and then myself.
Miharu reacts by giving me a puzzled look. I decide to explain myself. It's not about who deserves to live. It's about who has the will to do so.
So, I take it you're determined to live through this now?
Yep. That's it. I have no issue embracing that desire now. There's one more thing I've decided on besides that, though. It's the possibility that Sonia told us about. The one I'd forgotten, thanks to everything that happened with Naomi. Let me say this loud and clear, Miharu. Both of us are going to... Meow. You want to be the kitty or you want me to be the kitty?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Read the atmosphere. I was just about to confess my love. Gato. Just as I'm about to give Miharu the big determined speech, a listless voice interrupts. It is none other than Leith, of course. This is Parka for sure. This is 100% Parka. Let me look at the load data. Is she wearing some kind of... I can't tell if she's wearing some kind
this
of...
This is the
thing.
second game we played with a magical cat.
Magical cat that's also a woman. In Spanish, the language cooked with gato. It's so much better than cat. Gato! Pretty unusual to see it walking around in the morning. It makes its way over to the table we're sitting at before planting once more. Planting what?
Just plants a bunch of trees.
It starts digging.
Why, hello. I believe this is our first meeting.
Huh? Is it really? I haven't introduced you to my cat.
I've heard you talk about your cat plenty, so it doesn't feel like the first time.
Oh, she's met her pussy.
Oh, my cat.
I've heard you talk about your cat plenty. There goes all my energy.
That's enough for now. You should take this chance to settle down after all you've gone through. But I must say...
Something up with Leith? Or Leth? Well, how'd you say this?
Leith?
Leith?
Yeah,
With an E at
Leith.
the end, right?
Yeah.
Leith? Don't say that, shut up. It's okay if I touch your possession. Don't say that, shut up.
And your cat?
And your cat.
Oh, the cat's name is Leith. Right. It sounds awfully familiar for some reason.
Yeah, like Parka.
If you say Leith really slowly, it sounds like Parka. Perhaps I'm just taken by how unusual a name that is. Do you mind if I pet?
Yo, please. The cat's name is Leith. Why'd you name your kitty then? Huh? I thought you weren't good with animals.
Well, I just don't like them. Even so, this cat's probably been supporting you along the way. In that case, it only makes sense that I show it some gratitude.
Miharu extends her hand towards Leith, nice and slow.
She just like wraps her arm.
She's gonna choke. She doesn't know how to pet a cat.
I don't think that's how you pet it.
You don't pet it like a cylinder? Nice and slow. Put your hand closer to my cat. You can tell she's not used to dealing with them. Come on, no need to worry. Don't worry. It won't bite.
Yikes!
It's not often you get to hear Miharu shout in surprise. Yeah, she says yikes.
Who says yikes?
Who says yikes in surprise? Yikes! It has me grinning at first, but I come to regret that pretty quickly. Miharu! She falls off her chair before she can pet Lee, then crashes onto the floor. Are you okay? Sorry, I shouldn't have egged you on.
Oh, it's not your fault. I got dizzy when I reached down. I ended up falling on my face.
What?
You know, as one does.
She's about to pet a cat, and then she got dizzy, and then she just flopped over.
Weird, huh?
Rinka, can you show me how your cat likes to be touched? Someone's outside listening, and they're like, "Oh God!"
Are you guys open?
Are you guys open? I just wanted coffee. I didn't mean to interrupt. I help her back up to her chair. Her body's far more. Her body's far more slender than I'd imagined, but it's also so soft.
Whoa! Yay!
Gay. I think that she has a crush on Miharu.
What in the world happened?
Maybe your body's just instinctively trying to avoid animals. Come here, Leith. Let me get you some food and water. You too, kitty. Meow.
I'm here too.
The smell of the food seems to do the trick as Leith meanders off to the backyard. So, yeah.
Oh, weird. Sorry about that. It's fine. I'm sure it's nothing like weirdly supernatural plot related at all.
Yeah, right.
Getting back on topic, the gist of things is that we won't know how Naomi is until we see her.
Yeah. I wonder if she, like, I don't know, died from a cat or something. Like,
No.
she was trying to pet a cat and she, like, fell.
And then it like bit her face or something.
It bit her
throat. Yeah.
And it had, like, rabies or something.
She died from rabies.
Got dizzy while I was touching your kitty. I was too excited. I mean, I imagine she'd be flustered after touching her crush's kitty. Right. You got up way earlier than me to check all that out, huh? I'm grateful. I'll be satisfied just knowing she's alive.
Yeah. Seeing you smile like that satisfies me too. I love you.
I love you too.
We should probably head to school soon though.
We both make our way to school once I wash up the mugs we used. You don't have to add that detail.
You don't just leave them in the sink all day.
Wasn't this called Lion House before? Now it's called Lion Con.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what happened with the school anyway? Hopefully fate didn't make it so that we skipped a whole week.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you're behind on your tests. It closed for a week after the fire incident, so not so much different from the events we went through.
Good to hear. Whew. Thank God there's no plot holes here. That's a furry cafe, 100%, yeah. Let's get going then. We take in the clear blue sky while we walk towards Amecha. I met you last night. I met you behind the tree. Phew. Ain't nothing more tiring than being back at school after a week off. I must have spent half the time sleeping. So you just did the same thing you always do. Gotta admit, I think they were a bit overboard closing it for a whole week. I was starting to get bored out of my skull.
Almost like fate was intervening or
Oh
something.
yeah, I wasn't mourning my best friend's death or anything.
Why do I feel like I've been crying for a week?
That's weird. I had a weird dream that Naomi died. You two were toiling away when I wanted to do stuff too. What were they toiling away at?
Fate just rewrote it.
Seems like the world has changed things up after all. The pivotal moment I shared with Mao has been undone. Aww.
Oh, their hearts hard.
Yeah. That was the first time I'd ever seen her cry. But now I'm the only one who knows just how strong and compassionate she can be. Aww. Harem ending.
I mean, maybe Mao's is a route.
Maybe Mao is a route. I'm pretty sure Lion House was closed all week, so I can only assume I lied to her about working. I guess I should check last week's bills and stuff when I get back. Oh crap. I need to get in touch with Gran as well. Chances are I haven't done so in a while. I can't help but smirk as I remember all this. Well, I guess Narin's had it the roughest.
She was literally
Oh.
on fire.
She was lit on fire, and she got taken to the hospital with serious, like, first-degree burns. Oh. What, you don't remember? We were like, oh my god, she's gonna die! And then she was like, fine.
Well, she like plot armor or something.
Was that the Dago? Wait, did I just hear it go?
Well, that was true.
Oh, the chair. I was like, what? Is he sad for Naomi?
Aw.
I make sure to give a vague reaction. Mal follows up. She wasn't hurt or anything, but the press was all over her because she saw the whole thing happen firsthand.
Oh. Why didn't...
What? She literally looked like magma out of a volcano. The school took initiative to keep them away from her, but that didn't stop them from trying to track her down every now and then.
Jeez, I would hate that.
Yeah. She wasn't hurt. A shame she didn't get hurt. A shame the festival ended after just one day, after she worked so hard for it. Can't fault their decision, but they could have postponed instead of or outright canceling it. Oh, maybe you could hire to... What? Maybe you could hire Tanaurin to work at Lighthouse.
I think that's a typo.
Holy crap, I might be a genius. Mal's words are going in the wrong order. Or going in one ear and out the other by this point. Mal isn't a part of divine selection, so hearing her say Naomi's fine has me over the moon. Rennie. Oh, sorry, I kind of spaced out. Whatever. It's good to see I ain't the only one who's still in holiday mode. We should probably grab food soon. Oh, it's Naomi.
Oh, Rinka.
Mal has no brain. She's my favorite so far. I love Mal. She's so funny. A voice rings out just as Mal urges me to toward the cafeteria. A voice that hits me like a ton of bricks. Ah! Bricks!
Why are you throwing bricks at me?
It almost feels like I've lost all the strength in my body. It doesn't last long, however, as I find myself sprinting towards the source of the voice immediately. Oh, Naomi!
What's wrong, Rinka?
Thank goodness. It's so good to see you. She's like ugly crying into her shirt.
Oh.
Naomi, your head exploded. Everyone's staring, but I don't care. I hug her with everything I have. Fortunately, my face is buried in her clothes, so nobody can see the tears welling up in my eyes.
Oh, but now her shirt is all, I'll let it slide just this once.
No way. Miharu's not foaming at the mouth?
What's wrong? Did something happen?
Sorry, just let me stay this for a little bit longer. Now there was a twig and there was a big edge and then you got blown up. Moist shirt. Yo, is this a confession?
She's like her phone out, she's like recording.
Oh my god! My thoughts are getting together!
Don't be ridiculous. Oh well, it can't hurt to leave him be for now.
I'm going to kill her tomorrow.
Puts the knife away.
Puts the knife away. I'll let her have this. She's crying like a little kid with snot running all over her shirt. Yeah. I spend the next 5 whole minutes hugging her tight.
Awkward.
I think if I hugged you for 5 minutes, it would be like
In
really weird.
Public.
In public, crying. She's like, "Okay, Rika, time to let go now." Because like, no.
We haven't talked for a week. I know it's a long time for you.
No, it's a long time for you. Most of that time is spent waiting for my tears to recede. Those who don't understand the situation, Mal included, probably assume I've gone off the deep end. Rumors are going to spread fast. But I don't care. Thank you for being alive. Thank you. Saying that is just going to confuse her more, considering she doesn't remember what happened. Even 2 minutes would be excessive for a hug. Even 1 minute is excessive for a hug. Like, a hug should be like, and then be done. That's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like 30 seconds at the
Yeah,
most.
most. Like, if you're, like, crying and stuff, you, like, cry, go, like, and then you do the, like, sniff, sniff, and back up, and you're like, I missed you so much. You know what I mean? Like, it's like 2 minutes is so long. 5 minutes is just excessive. It should be 2 seconds, 10 max.
Yeah.
2 seconds min. Yeah, I guess if you do, like, you know, like a boop, that's, like, one of those,
That'd be
like,
weird too.
hey, what's up? Like, haven't seen you in a while, but also it hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Even so, I have to say it.
Say what?
Oh, say that she was happy for her being alive.
Oh. Hello.
Welcome, Naomi. Today is the last day of your life. You want divine selection to continue, don't we? You want Rika to keep electing people, don't we? Oh my gosh.
Sorry for the wait. I happened to bump into Naomi outside.
Miharu and Naomi come to Lionhouse after all. After I look into it, turns out I'd close the store for the week due to my being ill. I made sure to tell my gran and that it'd be open as usual starting tomorrow. Miharu and Naomi saunter over to our usual table. Once there, I sit down next to Miharu. The reason for them both being here is obvious. We're going to fill Naomi in on everything.
So you died.
And we brought you back. But you didn't know.
Your skin was like falling off and everything.
No! Oh my god. I wasn't sure how much I should tell her at first, but I think it's best if we reveal everything, including how her skin is falling off. It's entirely possible that things could repeat themselves if I keep certain things from her. Didn't she have glasses?
She like got contacts or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
She had to glow up.
Yeah.
Character arc.
This is about divine selection, isn't it?
There's no way I can keep this from her. Naomi seems to understand, too. Yeah. How much do you remember? I like this art.
Yeah, it's cute. Well, I remember that we spent some time alone talking in the park the day before the culture festival.
Miharu eye, side eye. Side eye. You
I was
what?
like, just the two of you, huh?
I like that she, she's a little crazy.
She's a little yandere.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of
Makes
yandere.
no effort to hide it.
Yeah. Naomi gives Miharu a panicked look of apology before turning her attention back to me. She's like, oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Don't kill me.
She's gonna kill me.
After that, I remember getting caught up in an explosion after I followed you to an empty classroom. What?
What?
I don't remember anything between that and waking up in the hospital, though. I was told that I collapsed from some sort of heat stroke, but that's about it.
Wait, so she remembers you?
Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
That's crazy.
That's a weird thing.
What? Like, he wasn't alive anymore. They said they
Yeah.
attributed the fire to just spontaneous combustion, right?
But it must be that Rinka told her about you
Oh.
like before the culture festival. So everything that Rinka had done up to the culture festival still happened.
Oh, because
now
she
there's
remembers
these-
it.
Yeah, so now these two realities, I guess, where you is dead, but Naomi
Remembers.
knows about divine selection.
Ah,
Yeah.
so she remembers timeline A, even though they're currently in timeline B.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
Like Trunks.
yeah. So basically, she's been so influenced by Rinka that you exist in her timeline that she's remembering.
Oh,
her memory.
yeah.
You exist in her memory.
Yeah, in her memories.
Even if it's not.
That's
physically.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I miraculously made it out alive, but something didn't add up. I felt like I spent my time reading books and such during the school's closure, and yet for some reason, I can't remember doing so.
Because you were dead.
I even wrote down the book titles I read in my notebook, but I can't recall what they were about.
Huh. She keeps a notebook of the books she reads. What a nerd. Why are you
It's a reading log. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to post this actual real headline for a news article. Okay.
Sure. Most telling, however, is that I started to have nightmares in which you killed me. They were as realistic as the ones that I had about you dying, Rinka.
Uh-oh.
I'm not too sure if those were actual dreams I had or ones I just felt like I had.
You should be aware of the meaning behind that by now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I died, didn't I? You must have killed me on that day. His actions taken during divine selection were undone after his elimination, which means when he killed me...
You want to take a sip of water first?
Oh yeah.
I see you like holding your bottle and you're like ready to take a sip and I keep clicking. She keeps clicking. I don't understand.
Oh my god, they keep talking. This is just a theory, but Naomi's memories seem to have been affected more than everyone else's. You've changed. You've ended up with memories of what happened both before and after the world's events changed. There's not much left for us to say based on your understanding of the situation. The last thing we want for you is to remember something as painful as that. Thank you. I appreciate your concern. Also, I hate to ask this, but it was you who eliminated you. I mean, you eliminated the guy, you. Wasn't it? I can't believe you did so much for me.
Can't believe you did that. You're a murderer.
Why did you do that? I can't look at you the same. I wish I wasn't alive right now. Don't bring that up.
It's okay. I assure Miharu before I continue. Miharu's right. You don't need to apologize for any of it. I made the decision to elect him myself. It wasn't easy though. First I had to cooperate with other participants, and then I had music guys.
I think you're leaving out a couple of...
These are the parts that Rinka remembers. First, I had to talk to Alan Scorpion, and then they gave me a gun.
And then you shot you?
Does she still have the gun? That's a good question.
What? How did things escalate to that point?
Naomi stares in awe as I explain the sequence of events. How I worked together with Odette and Alan to prevent the attack on Tokyo Tower. How I witnessed yet another explosion on a train. I go on talking for a while. Long enough that we have to take a break in the middle of my story. After these messages...
After this word from our sponsor.
Miharu probably knows the gist of the situation, but this is the first time I've talked to her about it properly. Needless to say, she seems almost as surprised as Naomi.
I guess she doesn't know exactly what went on in the tower and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, there's something I want to tell both of you.
I love both of you.
I'm gay.
Whatever could it be?
What would happen if the Fated took turns killing each other? How much would they remember? So they can't kill each other, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They even when they just like exploded those bombs on the train, Rinka didn't get hurt by it.
They can knock each other unconscious though.
Yeah, they can. They can fall asleep. Their bodies can get fucked up.
They could be in a permanent coma.
Did you read this already?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Whatever could it be? What is it? I've accepted my desire to live. Wow. Big reveal.
Turns to Miharu, I'm gonna kill you.
Not only have I learned and felt a lot throughout divine selection, but I'm also carrying the feelings of others with me. I don't want any of that to go to waste. Also, if she dies, then the other people on the train that would have died also die.
Yeah. You finally found the resolution to do what you need to then.
This is very Final Fantasy XIV music.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not about to sacrifice you for that cause. There's no meaning to my life without people like you, Naomi, Mao, and my gran. Even Leith's people too. Sonia said that if fate can change for the worse, then it can also change for the better. I'm done with being a goody two-shoes. I'm going to change fate so that it suits my needs and not the other way around. I'm going to kill everyone.
He pulls out the gun.
Yeah. Suddenly bad end because Rinka becomes a yandere. I have no idea how I'll accomplish that, but at the very least, I was able to save Naomi so far. That's why I'm going to find a way that makes sure both of us last through this. I'm well aware that I have no leads whatsoever when it comes to how I'll accomplish this. Still, I want my intentions to be clear. This is the first step towards realizing that desire.
Sorry, but I disagree. You realize how slim the odds are of being able to accomplish such a thing, don't you?
I figured you'd say that.
Should such a method exist, then I... However, your plan requires us two to be the last remaining participants.
I figured you'd say that too. That's why I'll make sure to find a way before it comes to that. I'm
They
here
just
too.
lean in, they start kissing.
Am I safe? Are other people gonna try to kill me?
I feel entirely out of place here.
That's not true at all. I asked you to help me once the culture festival had ended, didn't I? This is my proposal. I want to marry both of you.
Oh, you're proposing.
Let's work together, the three of us. Not against the other participants, but against our own fate. I'm finally able to say it. I can escape from crossing.
We are the Fatal 12. Wait, there's 3 of us. No, shush. Fatal 12.
You're looking, I never know what lines are from the game and which ones are ad-libbed. I loved it when Rinka turned to Miharu and Naomi and said, "We are the Fatal 12." I just like this game kind of wild. I think it's better this way. It's better this way. Perhaps I've wanted to say this ever since Divine Selection began. It wasn't possible before. I lacked the resolution required to do so. But things are different now. I've fully accepted my desire to live.
Well then, assuming there is a way to pull this off, you can count me in. Likewise, I've been waiting for this.
Yay!
Yay!
She's Parka. I don't know.
Whoa. No, then she'd be dead in
Where's
isolation.
Mao? Why isn't Mao here? Things are different now. I have love, friendship, and that gun they gave me. Thanks, you two. Both of them smile at me, and I smile back.
And then they smile too. And then I smile again. And now we're always smiling.
Yeah.
I'll have to take my leave here, I'm afraid. Work calls.
She's in the maid cafe, I remember.
Yay!
That said, Miharu makes her way out. Makes out.
Makes out way.
Makes her.
Makes way out.
Makes way out. Let's not keep things from one another, Miharu. You're not going to work. You're going to meet with Scale and them, aren't you? You're going to meet with your other girlfriend, are you? I follow after Miharu when she exits Lionhouse. She didn't hear what I said, so I repeat myself. I asked Naomi to stay inside before running off, though.
I mean, where else is she gonna go?
Stay here, Naomi! Don't leave! Someone's gonna kill you if you leave.
I guess Naomi wouldn't follow them outside, but it's like,
Yeah.
I like the idea that Naomi's just gonna wander off.
She's like, oh, Rinka's gone. Well,
What's that over there?
now we run my coffee shop while I'm gone. I guess she can now. She has the
That's
qualifications.
true. She could.
I want to speak with Miharu alone.
Yes, that's right.
She did say work.
No.
And she didn't say maid
kind of-
cafe.
My priority is to eliminate Odette and Alan with their help, but I'm also going to get as much info as I can on them at the same time, so I can eliminate them afterwards.
Miharu doing the hard work.
Yeah, she's
Rinka
going
just-
full ace attorney.
Yeah, Rinka's just sitting back being a pillow princess.
Wow.
Wow.
The act of betraying others is inherently evil, but it's imperative. I certainly hope you're not going to chide me for it.
Look at that evil ass smile. I love her. She's the best. I won't. But do you really think you'll be able to pull it off?
The plan. No, not my shirt.
My panties? Oh, I mean, What are we talking about?
Her hair's like halfway up her skin. Oh, you mean the plant?
You really think you'll be able to pull it off with it?
I'm able to do anything for your sake.
Do you remember that one episode of The Simpsons where the grandpa Simpson's like, oh, I remember my name's on my underwear. He pulls off his underwear. And then Bart's like, Grandpa, how'd you do that through your pants? He's like, I don't know. And he's like genuinely afraid. Miharu has a quality that I think most people value higher than water in the desert. That's pussy from a girl who is evil. I can fix her. You know that's not what I mean. Miharu stares at me in response to my outburst. Sorry, I shouldn't have read my voice. Please don't kill me. Please hear me out. I'm not against what you're planning. Quite the opposite, really. I don't want to let you do this all on your own anymore. I want you to let me shoulder your burden, much like what Naomi did for me.
So, it's about Naomi again, huh?
Huh? I didn't mean it to come across that way.
Oh well. I appreciate your concern, but I'll leave it at that. As I said earlier, your plan hinges on us being the last remaining participants. You won't understand unless I say it loud and clear. So listen. You focus on finding out what to do once we reach that point. Leave the other participants to me.
Wow, she's gonna go on a killing spree. An election spree.
Give me that gun.
Give me that gun. It's okay, Rika. I have two hands. One for your pussy and one for this gun.
You've gotten a bit too used to throwing yourself into dangerous situations, especially this last time. The fire may not have hurt you in the end, thanks to fate doing its thing, but don't forget that internal damage from smoke inhalation and such could have been a possibility.
You can't start smoking, Rinka. That's lung cancer.
I've said this plenty of other times already, but you're getting far too involved with other participants. That's why I was glad to hear you say you would stand up to fate itself.
Ah, yes, you gotta seduce Parka now.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me you only agreed to my plan to keep me away from the other participants. Don't you believe that we can beat fate at its own game?
Who knows? Anyway, I need to hurry. I do actually have a shift today, albeit it is a short one.
I believe what I said, that we can change fate together.
And I believe you. It just turns out that my love for you trumps that belief.
Aww, I like it when she says stuff like that.
Aww.
Aww. Saying that, Miharu makes her way to the station.
You better find a solution before I kill everyone.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
Hurry up.
And then we'll be the last two left. Then what? There was nothing I could say to her after that.
The next week she just eliminates like 3 people.
Yeah. She's like, I have 4 elections today. I had no comeback. It's a fact that I lack information on both the other participants and how to ensure our mutual survival. All I'm doing right now is speaking of a scenario I want to see happen. That's why Miharu brushed me off. I doubt she'll only fill me in on the bare minimum like she did previously. At least.
So she'll do
I
more than
doubt,
the bare
yeah, she'll do more than the bare minimum. Either way, I intend to do things differently as well. I'll find out how to change fate for us, no matter what. Miharu's already determined to make nothing but progress. You would think that that would be like a scene change line, you know, no matter what.
No matter
you
what.
change
And
scene,
then
you know?
That's the end. That's the end.
Yeah, but now
And then it keeps going.
It keeps going.
She's just rambling now.
She has been ever since Divine Selection began. The same has to apply to me now. Fate has all 5 pieces of Exodia. I don't want her lying for my sake anymore. Oh, that's a weird one too.
Yeah.
Because a category 5 yapper.
Oh, he's been sitting
5 hours later. It's dark.
I was sitting here. I'm so hungry.
It's like when you leave a sim trapped somewhere.
I have to use the bathroom.
Can I? You told me to stay. I couldn't go anywhere.
Did things go well?
They went how you were probably. They went how you were probably worried they would. My response leaves her a bit surprised. You mean you made out?
Oh my god, I can't believe you had sex in front of the store. He's like, what? Oh.
What? I mean, she went off to go find the other participants. And she took my gun.
Oh.
That's good. That's good. I'm aware of how smart Naomi is.
Never mind.
I can't believe you guys texted me to the store. There's no doubt she realized what we were arguing over. It's even more... It's even more reason for me to find a way for both of us to survive. It's not like I don't have any leads. Take this book, for example. Thanks. I'm aware of how smart Naomi is.
Way too literal.
Yeah.
She's sitting in the same place.
Yeah, Naomi doesn't understand the concept of like figures of speech. She just says, take this book for example. Thank you.
What?
No, give it back.
But you said take it. You're so confusing me.
I don't know what you mean right now. I never paid much attention to it, thinking it's just a tool for divine selection. But it might be worth having a deeper look at its design and binding, that sort of stuff. Alright, let's see. This is what the book looks like. Gears.
It's a book, but it doesn't even have pages.
It doesn't. It's like a tofu. I don't see anything weird about it.
What would you gain from doing so?
Information regarding divine selection. Rather, the goddess behind it. Is that really a book? I don't know if I can call it a book or like a, you know, those fake books that like
Have compartments in it? Yeah, it's like that.
We've been so focused on the dream world that the events in the real world being altered that we simply accepted everything about it.
You think there's gonna be like, I don't know, a book written about her?
Like it's like
her own
she's like,
Wikipedia
I never actually read the pages of this book. I just looked at the cards.
Maybe she has her own Wikipedia article.
Yeah. We never once tried to go against the rules because we let ourselves be convinced that we shouldn't. In reality, though, we should have let ourselves question the very nature of divine selection. I guess we should research Parka, too. I'm not too familiar with ancient myths and stuff, but there might be something about her.
I should be able to help with that. I actually did some research myself based on her claim of being a goddess. I figured I might be able to find something useful. I walked away convinced that myths are just myths in the end, but we might find something that will come in handy now.
Maybe if this has happened before, then the survivor from the previous divine selection would be able to would have written about it.
Maybe.
Naomi whips out her notepad and flips to the first few pages. Just like she whips out her... She must have written stuff down while researching. Alright, good night, Bintingio.
Good night.
Huh? Did I say something wrong?
What? Anyways, good night.
After reading through them a bit, she turns her attention back to me. Naomi whips out her what?
Parka is a generic term used for the fates in Roman mythology.
Oh, that's cool to know.
Oh, we're getting
She
somewhere
whips out
now.
her notepad. Bye. Good night.
Bye. There are 3 in total: Decuma, Nona, and Morta. Each exists as an equivalent in the Moirai from Greek mythology.
Decuma, Nona, and Morta. Why does Nona seem like it would be Parka's name?
Because it's the cutest one.
Yeah.
Most feminine name.
Yeah, like Rick and Morta.
Rick and
Akuma Decuma.
they decide the individual fates of each person at their birth.
Wait, there's 3? Their birth, death, their name, their
regret, and their cause of death.
Yeah.
Past, present, future.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, what guarantee is it that Parka is based off of a human myth? She could just be some goddess that exists outside of.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the closest they can get with a lead, right?
Yeah.
That's close to what Parka said in the dream world. What's more, both the court and clock of fate are there. The dream world exists. Oh wait, the dream world itself is filled with clock and gear motifs. The numbers are given to each participant coincides with those on an analog clock
You're
too.
just figuring that out, Rika.
Yeah, everything seems clock related for some reason.
There's 12 of us? Where have I seen that number before?
Huh. What time is it right now? 12 o'clock? You don't say. Oh well.
Weird. Anyways. Oh, time. Greek mythology's Kronos is the most well known when it comes to deities related to that, I believe. They made a whole game about him.
Chronos triggers.
Kronos triggers. Haven't you played it?
And Kronos' crosses. Case, yay! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Case. How you doing? We're playing a death game. Yeah, we're playing Fatal 12.
It's Deathloop, but without any guns. Except for one.
Except for the one Rinka had. Parka said that our 3 cards represent our past, present, and future. Hey, there you go.
She said that.
Present, past, and future. Yeah.
Does that mean fate is represented through time itself? That reminds me. The card book has gears in its design, doesn't it?
Wait, you can see it?
Yeah.
I guess she says take this book, for example. She's like, thank you.
A number of gears within a clock, yes? In that case, it's possible to make the connection from gears to clocks, from clocks to time, and finally time to fate, right? And then from fate to fighting games, fighting games to evil.
Oh my god, Rinka, did you win evil?
You can even see expressions like the Wheel of Fate in books sometimes.
The Wheel of Fate is turning? Oh my god. Is this Blaze Blue? Well, that only helps us understand the motif behind the dream world. Doesn't really feel like we've gotten near the core of the matter.
Hang on. Don't you think it's a bit odd for the dream world to have a motif at all?
How so? Did you think of
Why
something?
is the world just like white?
I think her head is about to explode. Oh my god!
Not quite, but Parka claims to be a goddess, right? Why would she design something to comply with motifs that regular humans would think of?
Because she has her TV and she's watching us.
Yeah, she's watching us on her CRT.
CRT with 12 channels.
12.
And then each channel gets canceled every time they like someone.
It's just all static.
Every visual novel eventually gets its fighting game spin-off. Can't wait to see Rika's special.
With the Mahiru assist.
Mahiru assist?
Or
Aww.
Miharu assist.
Yeah, Miharu. Oh yeah, Mahiru's from
Review Starlight.
Review Starlight.
It's
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
We're close enough.
Yeah, I guess. She explained that the dream world was designed in order for us to be able to perceive it, because we can't under normal circumstances. If that's the case, then it only makes sense that it'd be full of stuff that we normally associate with fate and the like. We just made the connections there ourselves, in fact. Plus, one's personal perception plays a vital role in the contents of one's own cards.
That makes sense, but sorry, something just feels off. Despite you making a good point. I'm sorry, Rinka, but that was really stupid.
Sorry, Rinka. I mean, I know you've logically explained it, but hear me out. What if you're wrong? No need to apologize. Don't forget that feeling. Us participants didn't question any of this stuff. Naomi nods, but still looks somewhat apologetic.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for questioning you.
You're wrong.
Can I go to the bathroom now? You're wrong, but I'm sorry. I can't quite understand what she must be feeling, in all honesty. Chances are part of me is still convinced that there's no point in overthinking things because Parka is a goddess. And here I was telling myself that I'd quit that sort of thinking not long ago.
I didn't prove to be useful after all.
Oh, don't say that. It's not true. You're
so useless, puppy.
You're so good. You're so fun. I should have figured something was up far sooner. Yet Naomi here is the one to go ahead and do the research before I even noticed. I guess we should wrap things up for today. Want to come with me to the library after school tomorrow?
The library? I'd love to.
I love the library.
That's my happy place.
Nerd. Thanks. We'll start with the card book first.
That's where I go to cry.
Oh my gosh. Naomi's so pathetic and sad. Aww. It's already dark out, so I walk Naomi to the station. So it's dark out, and she walks Naomi to the station because she's worried about Naomi, but she's not worried about herself.
Oh, yeah,
Can't she still die
She has
from
the gun.
things? I guess she has the gun. She said she'd be fine, but Odette knows all about Lionhouse. Which means Alan probably knows too. They might kill Naomi.
Again.
so that I would elect them. I can't see them focusing their efforts on me at this point, but even so, I'd rather not let Naomi walk around at night on her own. That's fair. Watching over one of her girlfriends.
One of? Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Miharu. Ah.
How many times must I repeat myself? Stop calling a regular high school student out to a shitty place like this, especially when they're on their way home from work. I'm exhausted. Keep it brief.
Work, huh? You should quit that crazy joint. Looks like there's plenty of night jobs around here that pay better too.
Oh yeah, he's the really creepy guy.
Oh yeah, he's the one who went to the maid cafe or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they both? They both went to the maid cafe to see her.
They did, yeah.
And she was like,
But
you
Federico's-
fuckers. But Federico what?
Federico's the one that has like hots for all the.
Oh
girls
yeah,
there.
all the
Yeah.
young high school girls.
Yeah.
Ugh. I hope he dies next. She's not doing it for the money, Federico. It's the atmosphere that keeps you there, isn't it?
It's the atmosphere that makes you want to quit, actually.
Looks like he's trying to touch her butt.
No.
I think I said that last time too. Miharu finds herself at Milk Crown once more. Ew. Scale and Federico are perched on their usual seats. Naturally, Odette is nowhere to be seen.
Might I ask where Odette is?
Miharu heard the details from Rinka, but opts to play the fool. This is their first gathering since Odette had told them to leave the heavy lifting to her. Miharu finds herself curious about the two parties' exchanges between them and then and today. Surely you're keen enough to realize she defected. What's more, she took the information I provided and used it to eliminate you. All while cooperating with your friend, too. She probably worked together with Alan. What makes you say that? Just a hunch. Rinka can't fight her way out of a paper bag, can she? Even though she had that gun or whatever. That comment doesn't sit well with Miharu, but she lets Federico continue. Maybe this is Parka. Maybe Rinka's Parka.
Maybe they're all Parka.
Maybe Parka's Parka. The news was talking about some dude that got shot but disappeared. Alan's the only one who could have pulled that off.
What? A lot of people can shoot someone and disappear.
In Japan.
That's fair.
Good point. That leaves us with the issue of whether or not Odette and Alan are still working together. Rinka may be as well, but we probably don't need to worry about her. Could swing either way, really. Odette had nothing but praise for his information network. Well, that makes their elimination our top priority. Scale, Federico, and Miharu versus Rinka, Odette, and Alan. That is the situation these two are imagining, but Miharu knows that this isn't the case. There are 3 teams, not 2. Scale and Federico, Miharu and Rinka, and Odette and Alan. 2 versus 2 versus 1?
Oh.
2 versus 2.
Because Rinka's not really fighting, I guess. At least in her mind.
2 versus 2 versus her.
Yeah,
I see. Miharu's goal is to obscure Rinka's participation.
Taking both on at the same time seems like a recipe for disaster. I could tell you his cause of death right now, but you still have no leads on his regret, correct?
I went through all the public statements and interviews with him thus far, but it's as you say. I've been looking into his personal life, but right now all I've got is some information about his family. His family? His mother died of an illness while he was young, and his father was murdered when he was 16.
Man, nobody in this game has
Moited. Nobody's got parents. Nope. How'd that happen? His father was running a small jeweler business on his own. He'd buy up ore from the mines within India and sell it off to the manufacturing companies themselves. Not sure if the money is what changed him or not, but he started to get greedy at some point. He started to loan money out to those who wanted it. And, well, money lenders aren't exactly the nicest people in the world. It's easier to say that he was a loan shark more than anything else. That's how bad it got. So basically, someone with a grudge smoked him. It's his own fault for getting it done in then. Federico's claim held extra weight because he had done the same work as Alan's father during his days in the Mafia. Scale shrugged in agreement.
Well then.
Miharu is able to establish a link between this information and the cause of death she is privy to. What is the cause of
What
death?
is her cause of death that she's privy to? She know?
Number 12.
No.
Nope.
We don't know.
We don't know what she knows. Yeah.
Ah.
Alan's exploits in using his father's connection. Oh wait, this is Alan's exploits in using his father's connection after that to build up his own company and make a fortune, all while in his teens, are pretty well known. Speaking of his family, he currently has 4 younger brothers and 1 sister. His income is what's supporting them, it seems. Wouldn't that make his family his regret then? Huh? I figured that myself, but no dice. That's all I have intel-wise. I already tried stuff related to his business and fortune, but nope. You're all I got here, man. His family definitely seems suspect, but I won't promise anything myself. But I already got a butt on the case. He'll get a hefty reward out of it, so I can't see him not coming through.
One of your buds, huh?
Oops, can't risk revealing my own information here. Think of them as a journalist of sorts. Miharu nods her head once again.
I guess I'll be keeping his cause of death to myself for now.
Huh? Why is that?
My position's no different from Rinka's in the other group. You can cut me off with ease once you think I've outlived my usefulness.
Only natural to think like that. I'm fine with you keeping it to yourself until we uncover his regret. Makes it easier to proceed knowing we don't need to worry about his cause of death. Guess us two gotta put in the work then. I'm aware. You're going after Odette, aren't you? Must be tough going up against a former comrade. You sure know how to piss people off, don't you? Why are you saying comrade?
Stop it.
Not as bad as Odette, though. Anyway, I've already figured out her cause of death.
Whoa.
Really? When did you manage that? Last night. Something came to mind when I was looking at my wounds. Can't spill the details since it's related to my own info. But both of us were in the same place when we died. Oh. Didn't she have some kind of... Wasn't she like a part of some shipping company?
Yeah.
Or something? Like, and he was like shipping stuff because he's in the mafia. She had a big wound on her stomach back then. She died from being pregnant. I don't know. As you saw, that wound was gone when divine selection kicked off. Easy to assume that was the cause of death. Federico takes a card from his book, allowing both to glance at it. The contents read as follows. Numeral 11, blood loss. Oh, he showed it to us.
Oh,
thanks.
Oh, then,
Oh.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I mean, you gave that pretty
Easy.
nicely. Miharu and Scale are unable to obtain the card themselves, however.
Oh.
Both understand that this is due to their lack of knowledge as to how that came to pass. Oh.
You have to know the whole thing, I guess.
Ah, I'm rather amazed you forgot about that until now. Shut it! Hard to remember the important stuff when you're stuck around that beast all the time.
You were both at the same place when you died. Wouldn't it be safe to assume she knows your cause of death as well?
Yep, I figured that much. I guarantee she doesn't know my regret, though. Even I don't know my own regret. Wouldn't make sense if she did, but opted not to elect me during the last election after I stabbed her in the back.
That does make sense.
More importantly, you said you got a lead on her regret, right? I recall you saying that too. Federico has a good chance of electing her at this rate. Would you mind revealing that info to us?
Do keep in mind that I only imagined having a lead. I don't have a solid idea of what it is. This is probably the best time to reveal it, so I'll go ahead and do so if you're fine with that. I'm fairly sure it's related to the concept of her child.
Oh. She had a baby. Did she say that at some point?
I don't know.
I don't remember her saying that.
No, she never did.
Miharu makes sure to explain her reasoning. Sophia served as a trigger for this line of thought. Odette granted her the opportunity to see the world for herself. Oh. She never had to do such a thing. She simply could have forced the information out of Sophia then and there. The risk of Sophia revealing her information did exist, but Odette could have handled that in a number of ways. Instead, she chose the most inefficient yet compassionate route. Sophia trusted in that decision of hers too. Miharu was aware that Sophia was wise beyond her years. She wouldn't have believed Odette so readily. It would have been normal to assume Odette would break her promise immediately. That was part of the puzzle that just didn't fit, one that led Miharu to a certain theory. Sophia understood Odette was being compassionate, not by instinct, but because she knew Odette's regret. Pretty sure I mentioned before she's the type to act based on emotions, not logic. She'd turn down or accept work based on them. That's quite the interesting theory. Though not quite enough to make a card appear just yet.
It's mostly based on circumstantial evidence. What I'm about to say now is my own conjecture. Odette's the type to not let others decide how she lives her life. Isn't that right, Federico?
You ain't gonna find many people who refuse to take orders the way she does. Federico gives a clear answer and a deep nod. A single deep nod. Scale rests his chin on his hand. He seems to follow Miharu's implication. When he catches Miharu's gaze, he offers his own thoughts. She's unmarried and has no children, as far as I know. But assuming a child is linked to her regret, then it might be a case of her not being able to give birth. Perhaps due to physical complications. Her abs are just too shredded. Her abs just like crush the baby before they get made.
No.
However, no card manifests from his conjecture. Scale remains convinced that they are on the right track regardless. We're missing something. I'm pretty sure that's confident this is a good lead to follow. Alright, I'll have someone dig up Odette's clinical records. Should be fine to stick purely to maternity and gynecological exams.
You can just do that. Wow.
He has connections or something in America.
That settles things then. I'll be going now, so get in contact when you find something out. As I said before, I'd rather avoid coming here too often.
Wait. I don't mind if we go somewhere else, but how about we keep hanging out? Ain't no problem if you leave in the morning.
You're a scumbag. You know
that? That's what he meant. Ew. Miharu shoots Federico an icy glare before leaving. She has no idea that both of those men wind up drinking till morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
It's getting warm here.
Oh, okay. Do you want to direct the fan more at you?
It's okay.
You want to switch to shorts? I can wait.
No, it's fine.
You're wearing pants in this heat. Heated weather. Naomi's alive. She's really alive. I still can't get over how happy I am. I saw her die right before my eyes, but here I am, able to see her alive and well once again. Nothing short of a miracle. But at the same time, Yu's remorseful cries after I elected him have stuck with me. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Those were his earnest feelings. I even experienced the scene of his death.
You saw him die twice.
Yeah. Thrice even.
Yeah. Man.
Man. Both of us died on that train, but in the manner in which we passed differed. I've already made my decision, though. Those memories aren't enough to stop me now. I don't regret my decision. His life has served as the stepping stone I need to propel myself forward. Let's see here. Lionhouse will be back in business starting tomorrow. I've already gotten in contact with my gran about the logistics, and I sorted out all the orders required. All I have to do now is go to bed, but I keep futzing with my phone. Futzing. I like that word. I want to talk to my gran for a bit. Mainly because I have nowhere else to funnel all the feelings I've experienced these past several weeks. What do you mean? You have like friends to talk to.
You have, like,
Literally
girlfriends.
ones who know what's going on. She did tell me that it's fine to spoil yourself once in a while after she noticed how little I let myself cry in front of others. Aw, relatable.
Aww.
I think I am more open about crying now. Definitely was not the case when I was like a teenager. I was like, I never cried in front of anyone as a teenager. And now I'm like, that movie was so beautiful. And I'm like, Deca was so cute. The dog, not the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I should be able to get away with it just for today. Aw. Yeah. We ended up talking a lot longer than anticipated. I tell her all about divine selection.
Oh, so she's just on the other end.
And
She's
she's
like,
like,
good luck with divine selection.
Ah.
God. Make sure that you uncover all the info about all that. And be careful around that Federico fella. I'll do what I can to dig up information about his mom.
Oh my god, her grandma's a secret agent. She's like, oh, and you know, just in case, maybe you should dig up some stuff about Miharu as well. You never know what'll happen. Anything for my baby.
I know, they're all their full names already.
It's just a phase, Rinka. You'll get over her eventually.
Wow.
What about that nice Naomi girl, huh? You can sink your fingers into that one. Well, it was mostly her because she blabbed on about when I was still a baby. Aww. It was a topic she'd only touched on briefly before, about the time I was born. Oh, I shouldn't read this. Apparently, my parents passed away in a fire immediately after my birth. She doesn't remember much about what happened herself, but by nature of both the shock and how busy she was at the time. No one remembers the actual time my mom gave birth to me. What? My dad probably would, but he's no longer here either.
I feel like it'd be in the hospital records or something.
According to her, I was found crying in the smoldering ruins of the fire, almost like I magically appeared out of the flames.
Like a fiend.
Oh, maybe she was in divine selection back then.
As a baby?
But she was a baby, so she couldn't have any regrets. And so
And so she won by default.
she won by default. Nobody could vote off the baby. Everyone's like, you can't do that. Baby, just point at the cards. Gran also doesn't remember when she came to learn my name. However, she does remember that my mom was the one to name me Rinka, as well as the meaning behind my name. It all comes as quite a shock to me. The details of what happened were vague, but I was able to accept it, considering those who witnessed it were gone. I'm well aware of what it's like to spend your days in a daze after a traumatic event. My memory lapse surrounded the events that led to becoming a participant in divine selection is proof of that. For my gran, this took place 16 years ago. It wouldn't be odd for something to trigger her memory. But as far as I'm concerned, there's no need for that to happen. I might have thought differently last month, but I'm not the same person as before. What makes you bring this up now? There's a noticeable pause. She's usually the type to give quick and concise answers, so it's rare for this to happen. I hear her mulling it over for a moment before finally speaking up again. We then finish the conversation off with a small talk before hanging up. She is acting a bit strange.
She's Parka.
Maybe she is Parka. In which case, don't seduce Parka.
Oh, Parka's definitely not a route.
Nope. A person's life is a miracle in and of itself. A person's life is a miracle in and of itself. I just want you to know that. That did nothing to answer the question. She doesn't normally talk like that either. That was the first time I've heard her say such a thing. There's something about it, though. It set my heart ablaze. What did she say? A person's life is a miracle in and of itself. I just want you to know that.
Okay, weird.
Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot.
Dot.
Dot, 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 dot. Huh. This is weird. I'm aware of what's going on in my dreams despite it not being Sunday. I've experienced this a number of times before. I'm not in the court of fate either. It's almost like another side of the dream world entirely. Oh, there's Parka watching her CRT. That's weird. She can see exactly what I'm seeing.
It's just like, it's got this like weird zoom in.
Yeah. It's not long before I hear a man's voice ring out.
Parka just turns like,
Oh, a strange man. I recognize this person.
oh,
Oh.
it's Venti.
It is Venti. I remember. This is Venti. Is this me?
I guess so.
Hey there. Been a while. Or not. Perhaps I'm best off skipping the formalities. You've settled the score with your fate, but the road ahead will be an arduous one. It's up to you to forge your own path from the limitless possibilities out there. Doing so is nothing miraculous. Think of it as simply riding on the tracks of your life. I didn't read what it was saying. It was up to you to forge your own path and limit as well. Okay. Doing so is nothing miraculous. Think of it as simply riding on the tracks of your life. I must admit, I'm finally finding myself interested in you humans. That willpower you all possess, how very unique. Oops. I shouldn't waste your time any longer. You're aware of what my presence in your dreams entails, I assume.
Not really.
It's time to unravel another layer of your memories.
Oh.
Okay. I feel my consciousness fade once again. His grating voice, gradually fades into the distance as I fall deeper into the sea of my subconscious.
I think he just hates men.
I guess. Ugh, it sounds so. Ugh.
Sounds so smooth and male.
I sleep now. Thanks for smooth and male. I sleep now. Thanks to this for the stream. Have a good night. Good night, Xandathar. All right.
What's layer 3 of the mix-up?
Flames envelop me. Flames powerful enough to flake the skin from my bones. Uh-oh. My skin is charred, my lungs destroyed by the smoke. My life turns to ash. My inability to move, even my fingers, tells me as much. Huh? Oh. Bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I hear someone shouting. They're shouting the same thing over and over. The voice is eventually swallowed up by the roaring flames. My consciousness has dissipated by the time their voice fades completely. Is this when she was a baby?
Oh. Maybe.
Another layer. Ah! Another morning where I wake up screaming.
I know that feeling.
Oh, yeah, you do sometimes. You freak out in your sleep.
Sometimes my dreams are scary.
Yeah, and then I freak out because your dreams are scary. This time it's due to a frightful dream. Yeah. I notice Lee lying right on top of me as I think things over.
Oh.
Feels like this has happened before. You think this is the other goddess? God?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be the 3, like...
Nona... What was it? Something.
Something,
Morta... Akuma or something. Dekuma, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Feels like this has happened before. I figure that the contents of my dreams are my memories of a specific event. Memories of when I lost my life in an explosion on the train. Memories of an event that had been undone. One that represented just a single possibility. Up until now, anyway. I'm not 100% sure why. Perhaps the world underwent some changes after my recent actions. There's no clear answer for now, at least. Meow. Those weren't memories of what happened on the train, which may mean they're memories of a much earlier time. It's possible they came back to me after what my gran told me over the phone.
You were literally like 2 days old.
Yeah. Something doesn't quite fit, though. I understood what was happening in my dream. There was no way a newborn would be able to form such vivid memories. Yeah. What in the world was it then? Meow. I ain't asking you, buddy. I call my dog Buddy too. Oh. The only response I get is Leeds meow. Meow. It throws off my concentration a bit. I end up petting Leith for a bit before going about my morning routine. You know, there's this one TikTok of a lady petting her cat, but like really like. She's like, and I just think about that sometimes. So I do that to Diggo.
Yeah.
But the cat just kind of like takes it, just like.
Yeah, cats are weird like that.
Meow. Well, just you and me again today. Mao and I go to the rooftop during lunchtime. My dream woke me up pretty early, so I had enough time to make my own lunch. Meanwhile, Mao is eating a fruit sandwich, anpan, and strawberry milk to wash it all down.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's all carbs. I feel my heart clog just looking at that lineup. Same. My sweet tooth's been itching today.
She scratches her tooth.
Maybe I'm pregnant. So she says before she starts to munch away. Miharu didn't come to school today. I was a bit worried at first, considering this happened right after we had our little fight, but she did message me, telling me not to worry. Granted, telling me that without explaining the situation is going to make me do the opposite. I know it's best if I stay put, though. The last thing I want is to mess things up for her when she's dealing with Scale and Federico. I make plans to hit the library with Naomi after school. I wasn't sold on the idea when I first asked her, but I figure our school's old enough to have some potentially worthwhile information hidden somewhere. Of course, I've still got to work at Lionhouse as well, so the plan is to grab a number of books related to design and such and borrow them. Design? Like for the clock stuff?
Like for the clock motifs and stuff?
I don't think you're on the right track, Rinka.
I think he's just going to tell you clocks are cool.
I'm just going to tell you clocks use gears. There you go, being all pensive again. Oops, sorry about that.
What, are you thinking about some sort of death game?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Is that you play Fortnite? I get started on my own lunch after Mao snaps me back into reality. I'm not accustomed to making my own lunch, but it's pretty good, all things considered. Spending time like this, eating and chatting with Mao, helps me realize that I haven't lost my regular life yet.
Oh, there goes my regret card.
Oh, oh well.
Oh, I guess I don't regret that at all.
Hey, Rinny. Mao cuts off the small talk all of a sudden. Her tone grows far more reserved than usual. We're in the middle of a half-heartedly discussing a shoujo manga, but I made sure to give her my full attention now. I'm not sure what you three are up to, and I ain't really concerned since you still hang out with me. But the thing is, I can tell you've been acting weird ever since the end of Golden Week. And our plans to hit up karaoke, go bowling, or even maybe go to the movies or aquarium, they all kind of went poof. When did we agree to go bowling into the aquarium? I was, just thinking ahead maybe. Always good to have a bunch of things you want to do.
She just agreed with her in her mind.
Yeah. She
just has these conversations in her head.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You agreed. Oh, maybe I just thought of that.
I
just dreamed. I dreamed that you guys agreed with me, so it's practically the same.
Basically, you guys agreed, right?
Yeah. I see you guys in my dreams every day.
You do some weird shit.
You guys are really into some really weird stuff.
Mao hesitates before she continues. You know what? Forget about it. Kind of lost what my point was going to be anyway. Yeah, okay. Both of us nod in agreement.
We see each other a good amount already anyway. I don't need to hang out with the other two.
Following that, we return to our small talk. The discussion continues even after the bell rings, and we make our way back to class.
It'd be funny just like, hey, Rennie, want to make out?
Hey, Rennie. So I've been wanting to learn how to kiss lately.
You know, just in practice.
Just in case.
Just in
Like,
case.
what if my romance happens someday?
Yeah.
Having taken the day off from school, Miharu finds herself in one of Shinjuku's expansive parks. It is a park near Lionhouse, a park dear to Rinka, a park where she had sex with Naomi. Rinka isn't the one with her, though.
Oh. So, here we are. Sure don't feel like no final destination. Why aren't we floating in the air? Why aren't we both playing Fox?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't Parka mention something about the
Said something
park?
about the park and the clock tower or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. It's coming back a little bit.
Vaguely. Like a
Vaguely.
few years ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember something from like 2 years ago.
When did you realize it referred to this place? Ain't no way I just up and realized it. Had to do some research, although it didn't take much. Clock towers like that one ain't too common in this country. I guess I'm doing both of these
Fair.
characters.
Yeah. Do you want me to do one?
Up to you, yeah. You can do, I don't know, Odette.
Sure.
Or do you want to do Miharu?
No, I'd rather do Odette.
Okay. Sorry, maybe that was a silly question. Even you would struggle to connect the dots in a foreign country based on intuition alone? Whoa.
Oh, cutscene. She's got like
Weird,
claw hands.
Yeah.
Both Miharu and Odette set their eyes on the clock tower in the distance as they talk. Neither bothers to sit down. The situation would come as no surprise to those who know Odette well enough. Miharu was making her way to school as always when Odette showed up all of a sudden. All that followed was a simple request for Miharu to come with her before dragging her along by force. While that made it obvious how she must have treated Federico, Miharu still finds herself on edge. Her own wariness would prove meaningless, though. Odette just wanted to visit an art gallery.
With a student who's going to school?
Yeah. And isn't this sunset, not sunrise?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
That's
Why
weird.
is she going to school?
Yeah. Miharu figured that denying her proposition would require too much effort, so she opted to join her. They didn't go for the standard displays, however. Their sights were set on the seasonal art exhibition. It focused on easily one of the most famed artists of all time, Van Gogh. Miharu isn't too familiar with the arts. She subscribes to the belief that expanding one's knowledge should take precedence over enjoying others' creations.
Ah, she's a STEM girl.
Yes. The school of thought clearly doesn't apply to Odette. There was a look of nostalgia in her eyes when she was taking in his works. It was a complete contrast to her hearty self. While born in Holland, Van Gogh spent most of his days in France.
Are we
gonna
just
learn
gonna
about
learn
it? Yeah. Oh God.
Okay, I
Okay.
didn't sign up for an art history lesson,
Ah,
but
God.
sure.
Many of his paintings used France as their motif too. Miharu wasn't convinced that the look in Odette's eyes was fueled solely by memories of her homeland, though. Is she from Holland?
Oh, or France?
Or France? Yeah. Is Odette French? Oh my gosh. I should be giving her French accent.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't
she
know how to
doesn't
do a
seem.
French accent.
I don't know either. Odette eventually stopped in front of a painting of a farm village titled The Harvest. She spent over 30 years staring at it. It was almost as if she lost herself in the painting.
30 minutes?
Minutes.
Oh, yeah.
She spent over 30 years staring at it. 30 minutes staring at it. It was almost as if she lost herself in the painting. Miharu made no attempt to speak to her during that time. She had every opportunity to leave, but she never took it. I think it's funny that these are both your characters, but I've been doing more talking because I'm reading
Because
the
you're doing
text
the
here. Yeah.
narration. That's okay.
She never was able to figure out what Odette was thinking. However, that moment made Odette feel truly human to her. It was the same sensation as when she learned of the compassion she showed to Sonia.
Oh, you want to do this?
Oh. I mean, do you want to? Because I was reading the narration.
Sure. Yeah. Huh. Bet you weren't expecting to see me like that. No kidding. The extent of your knowledge is no secret by this point, but I figured you'd type to snub the arts. Who knew you'd stare at paintings with the look of an entranced child?
Oh.
Damn right I am. Ain't no one gonna focus on the present in the face of true art.
Odette casts her eyes to the sky as she speaks. A gentle breeze floats past us, bringing it with it a murder of crows.
Wow, it's the first time I've seen murder of crows used in a sentence.
Yeah, really? I've seen murder of crows before.
Okay.
Odette's choice of words leads Miharu to a certain idea.
I've always seen it as like a fun fact. Fun fact, did you know a group of crows is a
called
murder?
Yeah. No, I've seen murder of crows before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You must be aware that we're closing in on your regret, right? Don't tell me you called me out here because of that. Yep. Hit the nail on the head, kid. Chances are Federico's gonna find out my cause of death soon, too. So you came to me because I'm the easiest to discuss things with. Wait, negotiation isn't a tactic you use.
She's like, what? You don't know me. Miharu fires a glance at Odette. She's on high alert now. At the same time, her alarm serves to trigger her nerves.
Relax. I ain't planning on doing anything to you.
She wouldn't have a French accent. She's like, French
Ain't.
I ain't planning on doing anything to you. You know what I mean? That's not how it would go. Yeah.
Divine selection is just a big game to me in the end. If I win, I live. If I lose, I kick the bucket.
Sailor talk.
Oh yeah, maybe just more like sailor.
Yeah.
If the road's coming to an end, then all I gotta do is enjoy it till then.
I think you have a good voice for her. Or like you like made a good like the correct accent and choices for voicing her.
I'm fairly sure the people you eliminated never saw it that way. Sophia in particular. Then again, I don't have much of a right to say that myself.
Which one's Sophia? Not Sonia. Is Sophia the first woman?
I guess
number
that
6?
woman, yeah. Random woman.
Yeah. Miharu trails off, shaking her head. Odette and Federico may have been the ones who led Sophia to her elimination, but it was Miharu who ultimately carried it out. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Her reasoning, however important it may be to her, will never change that fact.
Don't you want to live? Sure as hell do. The more exciting stuff there is left to do, the better. Here's the thing. My regret ain't something I'll ever be able to achieve, so I ain't got no issue with dying. Life itself's been something of a game for me anyway.
Aww.
In fact, you can't change shit, no matter how much you level up. So, my feeling that something was off proved correct. Your body is... Don't worry, I'll talk. Consider it a freebie.
Oh.
The place I was born represents the village in Van Gogh's The Harvest. It was a big old countryside, stuck away in the past.
Oh. Young Odette.
Wow.
Odette shares the story of her past with Miharu. Miharu takes it all in. There's no hint of sentimentalism, as Odette reveals both her past and her regret. In fact, it sounds the same as if she were telling an inconsequential story.
But you don't get to find out yet.
Oh, yeah. Miharu finds herself unable to say anything for a while, even after Odette finishes. There's no easy way to sum up what she's just heard. As a fellow woman, harsh doesn't begin to describe it. Oh,
It's a fellow woman thing.
Maybe she got, I don't know where she's from, like if she was like human trafficked or something like that, but maybe she had like was genital mutilation or
maybe
something
like
like
sterilized.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've lost the right to berate Rinka now.
Aww. The first thing to emerge is criticism toward herself. Odette lets out a hearty laugh when she hears that.
Feeling sympathetic, are we? No, I just don't quite know what to say to you.
Odette's complete lack of emotion toward her own past strikes fear in the heart of Miharu. She shows no sign of either sadness or anger. Angness or sadger. Odette is a broken soul. That's how Miharu feels. The reality that her regret would elude her for her entire life likely took its toll on Odette over a long, long period of time. The reality that her regret would elude her for her entire life likely took its toll on Odette over a long, long period of time. What does that mean?
I guess it's, I don't know.
Hmm.
Why did you share this with me? Because you've got the right idea about what it takes to be strong.
Ooh, she recognizes strength and strength.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Miharu gives up trying to follow Odette. The concept of enjoying oneself holds more meaning than is imaginable. Miharu understands that much. She gets the hidden meaning behind doing what one can to enjoy the present. That's why she can't figure Odette out.
Just so you know, you're gonna be Scale's target during the next election. I reckon he knows you and Rinka are still buddy-buddy, but he's letting you off the hook for now. The 8th round will probably involve Federico electing me and Scale electing you. He'll be able to achieve his goal by getting Alan's cause of death card from you after that. He's basically already done with you. Excuse me?
Miharu fails to hide her surprise at Odette's sudden claim. Not over the idea that Scale is done with her, though.
I know he's in possession of my regret card already, but when did he get a hold of my cause of death? That cunning of yours backfired. The fact that you always keep those wrists of yours hidden answers your own question, I'd say.
She tried to kill herself.
Not tried.
No way. You're right. She didn't try. She succeeded. Oof. Miharu rubs her wrist on reflex. Whenever Miharu wore long sleeves, they seemed to be intentionally longer than usual. And when with short sleeves, she wore gloves. And that she does so keeps her wrists concealed, even when stretching out her arms. It's interesting because when we were talking about the gloves, I was like, oh, it's weird. She didn't wear gloves before. Yeah.
I thought it was a
it's summer thing. It's just a choice.
Yeah.
In cases where one might be able to get a peek, she would use her bag, card book, and even her other hand to keep them concealed.
Ain't unusual for kids in puberty to slit their wrists. Take that plus a quick background check, and it's easy enough to figure out your cause of death. Even more so for a guy like Scale. They let you wear long gloves at that whatever cafe. They let you wear long gloves at that whatever cafe where you work, don't they? That's pretty rare for restaurants. He even took the time to pay you a visit there to confirm his suspicions. It's a bit frightening just how much you know. Ain't gonna take that from the girl who figured out my regret from a minor decision I made.
A minor decision she made? I don't know what her regret is. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Decision to visit the art museum or something?
Oh, I see.
I don't get it. Why tell me all of this? I assumed you'd find some fun in knowing the person responsible for your elimination would get a taste of their own medicine. Come on. Just watching you realize that others have seen through your weakness does the trick for me. Scale's keen when it comes to other people's weaknesses, which is why he's so good at gathering intel. You're kind of similar to him, but fundamentally different. Let me say this out loud and clear. I love you, kid. I mean that romantic.
What?
What?
Whoa. Hold on.
This came out of nowhere.
I didn't expect this to be where the Yuri was. What?
Yuri fighting?
I didn't ship Odette with
anyone,
Miharu,
really?
with anyone, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to be Odette now?
I mean, I can keep going, but if you want to, I don't know. I can.
Sure.
That ability of yours to zoom in on the weak side of others made me fall for you.
Weird.
Yeah, she's like 10 years older than her.
Yeah, and like, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it
But I
either.
mean, she's explaining it.
Yeah, sure.
Granted, I'd been interested in you since you beat me to the punch during the 4th round. Doubt I need to explain why I'd want someone like that to live now, do I? Well, where did that come from? I'd rather you not toy with me.
I'd much rather.
I'd much rather you not toy with me.
Miharu loses her composure due to Odette's sudden confession.
I mean, we did
also
too.
did. What? I love you, kid.
Oh.
You don't say that.
You don't say
I love you, kid.
You get canceled for that.
Yeah, Odette should be canceled. and then yeah. She pouts a tad, averting her eyes from Odette, who continues after that.
I ain't joking. Me and you, we're both weak. Weak people are always going to attract one another. But besides, I swing both ways.
Oh, okay.
So long as the face and body do the job, I'm down. Guess you could say me and Federico are similar in that regard.
What?
Oh,
Is Federico also bi?
I guess.
I guess he was.
I mean, I could see that.
But he was definitely hitting on Miharu.
Oh yeah.
And
for
then what? He's just like getting some butt sex on the side from scale.
yeah. Oh yeah, they're probably yeah.
I thought it was a platonic love. And she's like, "Baby, we gonna fuck." She's like, romantically, actually,
yeah,
actually,
I like
sexually.
I'm sorry, but I can't accept your feelings, assuming you're actually serious. Rinka's the only one my heart has room for. One-sided love's just another sign of being weak. Though I gotta tell you, that girl probably ain't into what you're looking for.
You're probably into some kinky shit, aren't you, kid? That's weird.
Oh, please. I'm not looking for anything. Ha! I know.
Odette follows her sarcasm up with a serious expression. The sudden switch frightens Miharu a bit, but she takes every effort to show her own fortitude in the face of it.
Don't make the girl you love sad. You get what I mean, don't you? Painfully so.
Miharu nods while answering. She made the decision to offer her life for Rinka's sake. Yet she knows that decision will not result in Rinka's happiness.
Just letting that Federico dumbass select me ain't no fun, though. Wanna help me out in exchange for... Wanna help me out a little in exchange for turning me down so fast?
Odette explains her plan without waiting for a response. While the idea takes Miharu by surprise, she nods in agreement.
Had a girl. She like gives her a pat on the head.
Yeah. Gives her a little lollipop. Yeah, by the way, I love you sexually.
Oh, weird.
She's gonna kill her now? Probably.
Yeah. You, I could count on you.
She's gonna vote for Odette, right?
Yeah, probably. Of course you can. Alright. I better not see you in hell. You hear me?
Otherwise,
Otherwise, you and me?
we're gonna fuck.
Don't worry. The only place I'll end up is at Rinka's side.
I'll wait for you whenever you're ready, Miharu.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Making me all jealous over here. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Adieu.
Leaving Miharu with those final words, Odette walks off. Miharu collapses onto a nearby bench in an effort to calm herself down. Once she settles down, she remains there until sunset. Odette's comments about weakness leave her deep in thought. Oh.
Okay.
I was gonna say kid, but that was too grossy. Oh, I feel it.
On that note...
Is that where you want to stop?
It's getting kind of late.
Okay, it is
Gotta
getting
take
kind of
out
late.
the
We still have to
dog.
walk that go, yeah.
Oh my god. That's
What?
That's weird.
You know, I was really surprised in the previous one about the explosions and the terrorism and the whatever, but that takes the cake.
That's the most
That's the
surprising
most
thing that
surprising
happened.
thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love you, kid.
That is a line
like
for the
romantically. What? Okay, I guess I can't read anything. I feel like Odette will just go after anything. I know. Ugh. Well, on that note, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was so
God.
crazy. So there was one election. Number 4 was voted out. There's 6 of them left, right?
Yeah.
So there was Sophia, Sonia,
The mom.
the dude, the mom,
The dude.
Shigetsugu, and you, right? Yeah.
So that's 6 left.
6 left.
Federico,
Scale, Miharu, Rinka, Odette, and Alan Scorpion. You can't just say his first name. You have to say Alan Scorpion.
Scorpion, comma Alan.
Scorpion Alan. Yep. Cool. I guess it's kind of late. Maybe do you want to rate someone, or shall we just call it
sign
there?
off. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, thanks everybody. I hope that you had fun listening to our silly jokes. It's a fun game. Yeah. It was fun listening. Yeah. What were we laughing
around.
so hard at?
Well, now me being like
Airhead.
Everything too literally.
Everything too literally was so funny. There were a lot of good moments. I feel like, oh damn, we should go back and clip some of those. It's funny.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna a book.
Take the book.
Thank you. Clocks. All right, we're gonna walk a dog, but yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. We're gonna wrap it up there, and do you want to stream this weekend? Maybe,
yeah.
Okay, well, we'll post
Figure
it
it out.
in Discord or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah. So fix your following.
Yeah, make sure you're following everything. Do I even have these set up still? Oh, wow. Does it still go? Wow. Thanks for the resubs, everyone. Welcome back to the Pod Poo-Poos and Diamond Jagos.
I think the labels are not working, though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you and good night. I'm going to let you go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.